just said that.
Come on.
I can't
What
believe
else
you
is
said
gonna get that reference?
you, you started this conversation. I don't know what you want from me. Okay.
No.
Jake, where were you when Black Excellence fell from the pinnacle?
Was
Where were you?
stolen. Where were you?
It was stolen from you. Where were you?
Listen, I did what had to be done. Okay, I did what had to be done. So there you go. Anyway, hi
What?
guys. We were just talking about.
Are we doing the witch
Witch
versus the Shi'ar thing?
What's up?
What are you
Hey,
talking about?
audience,
Yeah.
let's play a game. Guess what I'm using to hold my microphone today? I'll give you a hint. It relates to next week.
Dude.
So while you weren't watching, because we hadn't gone live yet, we were just talking about Austin's terrible taste in voice acting. You don't believe me? Look up Sonic Dream Team Rouge voice actor.
Oh my
He's
god,
lying.
I
We were
would love to
talking
talk
about
about bad voice acting.
We were talking about witches' agenda against the Shi'ar or something.
Oh yeah, my beef against the
Well-
Shi'ar for some odd reason.
We'll save that for when we get to it.
Yeah.
Right now, let's talk
that's
about.
the topic about it? Awesome.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
deflecting blame. Okay, he's the blamer.
Let's all celebrate the fact that Taika Waititi is no longer coming back in the MCU. So, yeah.
You know,
With the stuff he said recently, that is not the stuff you say if you want to keep a job. All right, so.
Listen, hey, I was actually
Jake, did you actually see his comment, Jake?
No, I did not. But I thought we were going to talk about that tonight at WrestleMania.
Is that actual topic?
No, I had to cut that out for
See, it's not
time
a
and
topic.
sake.
Oh, make a topic.
Story
Right
short,
now.
he said he only did Thor because he needed money, and he doesn't actually know anything about Thor serial and all that other stuff. He was on off about how he didn't really care about doing Thor. Thor didn't really matter to him.
Yeah. And he was also very upset, like saying that, oh my god, I'm doing a Marvel movie, as if I was the bottom of the barrel for his career. You son of a.
Can we talk about how, like, that to me, that just tells me that Thor 3 is even worse. Because he just didn't care.
Thor Ragnarok was not that bad.
Thor 3 is not like the worst movie of all time, but it's like not a good film. And I think people are slowly starting to see it. I had a conversation with somebody who was like, thank you, finally. Someone said it. Thor 3 is terrible.
Okay, now considering the fact that that's a precursor to the version of Thor we all hate, yeah, a lot of people are now looking at that with rage-colored glasses now.
But now I'm bummed out because it seems to be people are only saying that now because Taika Waititi said I didn't care, which that shouldn't matter if it's a good film, but whatever. So
Bye bye Waititi. Bye.
Like, no one said he didn't give a shit about Batman, but you know what? He made 2 good Batman films. So,
what?
Nolan, did he say like he wasn't a Batman fan? Like he didn't care about all the comic book shit? He just made a movie?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about that? Martin Scorsese gives so much crap to Marvel movies because he's not fun at all. But praise Christopher Nolan's work. Like he hadn't made 3 comic book movies before.
Yes, but he made it by not making.
Still, Martin Scorsese does not know how to have fun, and I stand by that. Anyways, I gotta finish posting stuff on Twitter because I like to have fun sometimes.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Christopher Nolan didn't create like the Mr. Freeze Batman movie, you know? Like,
that movie was camp, and you know it. You guys aren't
for whatever reason like Thor 3, even though it did everything Thor 4 did, but in my opinion, worse. So like, I don't.
No, the jokes.
Fun, man. Sometimes you just need a little bit of camp in your life. But can I talk about something that actually was bad? That was awful.
Go ahead.
Deserved to be done that dirty. So there was an anime OVA in the 90s called Dark Cat, which was based off of a manga, and everything about it and how it was made was just god awful.
That's a lie. It was
awful with the mixing as well. It was just god awful. The plot made no damn sense. Most of these voice actors didn't know how to actually voice act. Like the one of like 2 voice actors that were decent. One of them was literally a character in Daria. Just letting you know that right now. Trent. Yeah, good to know. Fun fact. I read the manga for Dark Cat, and yeah, no, the manga's way better. They didn't do show. Yeah, no, back in the 90s, they did not give enough crap to shoujo at all. So when Pet Shop of Horrors came along, literally like 9 years later, it was already 10 times better because they actually gave a shit about some shoujo horror up in here. Like the English dub was good, the plots made sense, and Dark Cat should have just been a show. But in conclusion, watch Dark Cat, because it's so bad, you will laugh. Okay,
You're just a hater. You didn't get it, okay? It's like a Zack Snyder
I
masterpiece.
watched it twice.
Wait, you have to be smart enough to understand the plot. It's like Rick and Morty, okay?
Okay, Austin, I'm gonna send you that YouTube link to the Dark Cat OVA. I want you to watch it. It's only 50 minutes long.
You know, I'll review it on Thursday.
If you send me anything about the tentacle dick monsters, you're done. You're done. You're done.
But
yeah, that sounds like a movie to me.
But
I'll send it to you later.
It's not a crime to not like the character you're working on. It's just a crime to make a bad movie with the character you don't like. But, yeah, that's all I'm saying. So, you know,
I think at least say it before. Like I don't really have experience with this character, so you know, give me a little bit of leeway. I'm trying my best here.
No, because see, I don't want to give that leeway. If they hired you for a job, you're judged on the job. Okay, that's all leeway. I might give you leeway on something.
But you can give a leeway to hiring someone with no experience versus hiring someone with experience.
Wait, it's like what TV not have experience? Was that his first Marvel movie? Was that his first movie?
Well, this is mythological. Like with mythologies and all that stuff in a whole different universe, he had to adhere to the rules too. Yes, usually he just makes his own films.
Short budgeted films.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'll think about it. I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure.
I'm just saying, be honest. If you're honest beforehand, you will get less shit later. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I thought you meant in terms of his
don't say anything. Just don't say anything is a valid option.
Right. Yes. It's like Telltale Games. They taught me silence is sometimes a valid option. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, do you guys want to go ahead and start? All right. Okay. All right. Welcome, Comic Fanatic Live. Your hero meet Cryptid Zeker 415. While Marvel and DC insist on war events, we shall talk about Peace, the Eye Maker, tonight.
God fucking.
Yes, and I am Jake Tylenol, the former wielder of the Omnitrix before I gave it to Ben 10 or Ben Tennyson. Okay. And now I play Fallout or something. I don't know. Far that's the game. Yeah, I know my games.
I'm Ace Comics Austin. I'm just a witch fanboy this morning.
I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim. I'm tired, so I'm probably gonna pass out in my partner's jacket that is totally mine now.
Yes. And
also, take out Sabra from Cap 4. Thank you and good night.
Together form the Fanatics, and we talk about, comic stuff.
Yeah, we talk about gay shit up in here. It's great.
Yep. Media, comic, news, all that yada yada stuff.
And gay shit too. Because you know what? We don't discriminate here. Don't cancel us.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Not discriminate.
Gotcha.
We do on Thursdays.
On Thursdays? Because I'm not able to join on Thursdays. That's why.
Speaking of that, which plug in our socials?
Fuck. Sorry. I was eating. Hello. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, or I will send my figure of Sasquatch after you. He's not that big, but he'll do some harm. Yeah. And engage with the video because I said so. Damn.
Yeah. Leave a comment, like, subscribe.
Yes. Right? You can follow us on Twitter at Comic Fanatic 2.0. Comic Fanatic 69. Sorry. Most of the updates and random things are going to be posted on there because I said so. So keep an eye out on the Twitter right now because I probably will be posting funny things.
Yeah.
If you want to see others, like more thumbnails and stuff like that, which I will be posting a thumbnail pretty soon, whenever I get to that. Follow the Instagram at Comic Fanatic 2.0. I will start doing live streams on there to show off the progress of me doing the thumbnail arts when I do the thumbnail arts. If you want to just follow me personally, you can follow me at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. You get the gist. I'm keeping everyone posted about certain worldly events that are happening. Well, trying to, and also just gay shit in general. If you want to, if you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you follow me at witch_of_Jotunheim. I do post things on there sometimes. I just posted some cosplay videos on Saturday, so go like and support those because a certain speedster will be coming back to my page pretty soon. Wink wonk. If you want Austin, you know how to look for him. He is a brick wall with a face. You just gotta find a brick wall with a face. Jake, don't try to look for him. He's in the void right now because I sent him there because he was being bad. And Cryptid, I don't know. He's in a dugout somewhere. America, I don't fucking know.
talking about more patriotic things. So yeah.
Yeah, in like a bunny burrow in the woods. It's really funny. You should see it.
Gotcha. But alrighty then. With that, let's start us off. Who wants to start off?
You guys want to talk about that Young Avengers?
I'm going to unalive myself over this.
Well, in case you guys didn't hear, the Young Avengers are rumored to be a Disney Plus show instead, which, good. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just mean it's probably fantastic.
I think this is going to be spiritually the season 2 of Miss Marvel, because I don't think we're getting a Miss Marvel season 2 after what happened with the Marvels.
I think
Cryptid, that movie got no marketing, and you're complaining that it bombed.
Kevin Feige's like, you know what? Shut up. You're getting your season 2. Here's your Disney Plus show with a team. All right.
Don't get me fucking started. As a Young Avengers fan, I am very disappointed in how.
I don't mind it being Disney Plus because, first off, I just don't think
the fact that a Young Avengers property is going to be on Disney Plus instead of a movie. That's fine. It's just everything leading up to it with everything that we've learned makes me want to unalive. Because I was a Young Avengers fan first. Suck it, bitch.
Yep.
Suck the champion stand.
Now you're gonna have to deal with all the bandwagoners. How you feel?
Yeah.
I'm gonna unalive myself. So, fun fact to the audience at home: my first ever Marvel cosplay was Wiccan. And I got to meet Jim Chung as Wiccan before, and as North Star too. But I'm talking about Wiccan here.
Gotcha.
Not a lot of people knew the specific Wiccan cosplay, but I think I have that advantage because I did something from a game and not any of his comic appearances, so that's cool.
You did Ultimate Alliance Wiccan?
No, I did Avengers Academy Wiccan.
God damn it, Witch.
Sorry, I was on a budget, okay, and I already had most of the shit with me anyways. I just needed to make one specific part. So suck it. Awesome.
Yeah, Young Avengers to be a Disney Plus show.
I think it would. I think it benefits more from a long story game anyway than a 2-hour condensed movie, because you're gonna have a lot of characters here. You have a lot of characters that are going to be at a minimum. How many characters
you have to get people to like?
Probably
This isn't like a movie where it's not like Avengers where people generally like every member of the team before they team up. You kind of have to rebuild some of these characters too. For people like this show got a lot going against it, so they need all the time they can, to be honest.
Okay.
To make a good story.
Yeah. So I guess it just kills the whole idea that we're going to get Spider-Man on the team, right?
Yeah, no, we're not. Listen, Spider-Man isn't Disney Plus. Okay, that's $1 billion. Let's put him on the
list. Not even a Miles.
If don't say that. if you be good, we might give you an alt universe being right.
Yes, we'll give you Peter, but like bootleg Peter, like the shoplift Peter that you get off the Walmart.
Or if you want to take a investment gamble, go for a younger generation of Spider Person. Go for a Spider Boy.
I'm going to kill you, Cryptid. I'm going to kill you.
So as I was saying, back to more important stuff. I think the show idea is great. You know what I would do? I would make it like Teen Titans type show, right?
Yeah, we got the show, and that show was terrible.
No. But I mean, like, no, like the cartoon show, like more like the cartoon show, less like the Ash show. Like we're like, we have cool teens. They got cool chemistry. They're making it work, learning how to be friends and teammates, but not in a cheap way.
In a tower.
Yeah, they're like from their tower, they can see it all. Like I'm like,
there's too many hormonal teams to put in a tower together.
Like, listen, don't worry about it. Figure it out. Don't worry. I got this. Let me talk to Papa Feige, and I'll figure something out. Okay. So.
I just think honestly, they need to. I think they just need to go ahead and announce what the team is. I don't think they should play around and wait. Because I don't think anyone's like super excited, and there's not a lot of prospects people care about anyway that can be on this team. I think just go ahead and announce the team, and then focus on rebuilding those characters in little ways before they show them. Give these characters like a special presentation or something, I don't know, something.
Definitely. So I think it was already confirmed that Cassie Lang is going to be on the team. So we have Kamala Khan, Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang. Tell me 2 characters you guys want.
All right, we need like.
I want Eli Bradley.
I also want Eli Bradley, but I also want Wiccan and Hulkling to be done correctly. And I want to see speed. Give me Tommy Shepard or give me death.
Okay, we'll scrap Wiccan and Hulkling and we'll put in speed.
No, we kind of need those 2 as well. We need all 3 of them.
Nah.
Eli Bradley,
we need Eli Bradley on this damn team. I don't care what Marvel tries to tell you. He needs to be on this team.
Yeah, he has his own. He has his own fan base.
If Speed's on this team, he's probably gonna get taken out the show early and then brought back. Because wait. I know it's not. Listen. I know it's not fair. I'm just saying. Well, how overpowered this team is. A speedster would definitely wreck most people they fight.
I know, but they literally took Tommy out of Young Avengers Volume 2 because the writer didn't like Tommy all that much. And I'm like, motherfucker, did you not read anything with him in it? Like the 2 books that he's in so far? I have an
idea. Okay, we get a CW writer, and then we just make him look incompetent. Okay, we get an incompetent speedster so he could be on the team more. He'll a villain will turn the corner. He'll be like, guys, I lost him. I don't know where he went.
Oh, you guys gotta remember they nerfed. Oh, you guys gotta remember they seriously nerfed speedsters in the MCU. I mean, even Quicksilver.
I'm scared to have my Bobby twins in the MCU.
Well,
I mean, look at
Quicksilver.
Yeah, he's a premier. He's a premier speedster.
He is, but he only went light speed 3 times. He's not like the Flash.
Yeah. No, they stated in the MCU he was as fast or almost as fast as a bullet.
Yeah, he was
fast.
His
top speed.
We all saw
he's only got shot by one.
Cryptic.
North Star would have never let that happen. By the way, just letting you know that right now.
Cryptic, I know you forget about this movie, but the best speedster is still in Eternals. Okay, she was.
That's true.
Makari
was in Eternals.
Nobody knows him. Nobody remembers Makari.
I do.
You go online right now and put in the best speed scenes. People still say Makari.
Yeah.
Hey,
they don't do any slow mo. Just let her go
speedster.
I think
she only has competition with one other person. I don't count Tommy just yet, but for right now, she's definitely way better than Quicksilver.
Okay.
But yeah. All right.
She is proof that you can do speedsters well.
When there's trouble, you know who to call.
No. You can
just Spider Boy.
If you have a speedster, you have to elevate the villain to be able to fight that person. And then usually severely outweighs everybody else you have to fight with.
No, you know what they do? You know what you do? I got it. First season 1, right? Graviton. Boom.
They already used Graviton in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, I need Graviton to move. I don't want that.
I know you don't want it. I know you don't want it, but I know the MC.
You're not wasting my guy on Young
Since
Avengers.
they're gonna be merging the champions in the Young Avengers, why not pull from a Young Avengers or Champions villain?
Listen, because Graviton's awesome, and like he'll put you in a seat, right? He'll get
Jake, have you ever thought that I don't care about Graviton?
Listen, I know you don't care, but
you somewhat.
You didn't see the power of a gravity god, okay? That's all I care.
I don't expect these kids to be fighting Kang. Cassie technically did, but you know what I mean. Because the Young Avengers' first ever official villain was Kang.
Right. But if you want a villain,
that's the only thing I did want. I did want young Kang on the team, Iron Lad.
I think that would be a
dynamic lead into.
Do you guys really want to see the Young Avengers beat Kang?
That's a big part of favorite. They put them on.
We'll say is
have you not read Young Avengers?
Listen, Austin. I'm sorry, but if you haven't beat Graviton, you get around the speedster problem because he can stop the speedster in his track.
Yeah. So, okay, but anyway, guys, I think we stuck on this topic.
But Graviton also just makes them kind of useless. They kind of balance.
All right, guys. I think we stuck on this topic for a bit too long. Any final thoughts before we move on?
Yeah,
North Star's better than Quicksilver.
My final thought is what's going on with you, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Go ahead. You're the next topic, man. Go ahead and announce it.
Okay, can I give context to
the
topic real quick?
Announce it for the group so we know what the
No. It will go into it. I promise. It will go into it. So, Cryptid tagged me in a post in our hot topics, right? And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's probably nothing that I would actually care about. And he said something about the Shi'ar. I was like, God damn it, the Shi'ar. And then it was like, oh, it's just a Marvel Legends figure. I also, in that same picture, in that article, I saw that North Star and Aurora is in it. So I'm like, are they getting another one? But no, they're not. I don't think they are. But I don't know why, but every time I read a comic with the Shi'ar in it, I'm just always confused. I'm like, what is your guys' deal? Like, even in Ultimate X-Men, where they're just basically like a church, a cult, or whatever they are, I'm still confused. Like, I don't know. You try reading the recent Marauders run, and you come back to me on that.
The only run that book did, the only thing that book did was give Sunspot a girlfriend, and I was like, this is kind of rushed and kind of ass.
What are you talking about? Sunspot's not in that Marauders book.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the book with the Shi'ar. I thought that wasn't Marauders.
No, the Shi'ar is in a Marauders book, but I'm talking about the second Krakoan Marauders team.
Oh, well, in the new Mutants book, Sunspot is with the Shi'ar. He's dating like the Death Bird, whatever her name is.
Yep.
Okay.
It's kind of bad.
Yeah, I don't understand the Shi'ar. Maybe one day I will, but today is not that day.
Yeah. The only thing I know about the Shi'ar are that they are bird-like humanoids, and they're the aliens' answer to the X-Men.
Yeah, and also Professor X banged Lilandra. I feel like people tend to forget that.
I feel like that. If the MCU does mutants, I think they need to do that. I feel like that should be a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Shi'ar being the mutants of space should be a bigger thing.
Yeah, add more salt to the wound. Like, you're talking about space mutants. I mean, isn't that Inhumans territory?
No, they came up. Didn't the Shi'ar exist before the humans? I know Black Bolt and Medusa existed before them, but I don't think the whole Inhuman race all together were a full thing yet. It'd be hard to tell, man. It's 6 years of comics. Yeah. Y'all, these people know about it.
Yeah.
But no, the Marvel Legends figure looks cool, by the way.
Okay, so who's the lineup? Which?
Let me pull it up real quick. I don't know if it's this picture or if it's in a specific list, but I'm just gonna go off the picture. I'm probably wrong, but I'm gonna just go off this picture I see in this news. So obviously Lilandra, the topic of this topic. Magneto, which I thought we already had the specific Magneto, but I'll live. Silver Samurai.
What color is it?
The iconic red and purple.
Oh, we don't.
Okay. We got Silver Samurai, We got Storm in her classic X-Men fit. We got Gambit in his X-Men uniform, and then we got Northstar and Aurora. Fuck yes, bitch.
Okay.
Give me more. Give me the twins where I don't have to spend $100 just to get them. Fuck yeah.
If Marvel really wanted to tease you, which they would have made Northstar a Build-A-Figure, and you would have had to get most of the
because that would have
Shi'ar.
made sense for him to be a Build-A-Figure because that was Sasquatch's job.
No, that's what I'm saying. If Marvel wanted to tease you, they would have.
Oh yeah, no, they would have just never made it. I feel like they should have made their X Factor fits or like do a different fit because this is just their normal fits. So they have a whole bunch of other outfits. Like for the twins, they put them in their original black and white fits, and I'm like, why not put Aurora in the yellow fit? One of her most iconic outfits, where she had a mental breakdown and she cut off all her hair.
They're saving
we
that.
wanted her to match her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what the 80th anniversary collection was for.
You'll get your variation eventually. You'll get your variation eventually, which this won't be the last line they'll be appearing in. So
I know. So Marvel, if you see this, I highly doubt it, but if you see this, hit me up for your Northstar and Aurora Marvel Legends figures. Also, make Alpha Flight and Young Avengers Funko Pops, please, at least for the 90th anniversary, please. Please.
Gotcha.
I promise I won't try to unalive myself if you guys do. Yet.
Gotcha. Well, anyway, I mean, any other thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm glad Witch is happy. Glad Witch is happy.
I don't really care all too much, but I do like the fact that the twins are getting their own separate figures because damn well I'm buying those.
Damn, I thought you. Collection. Man, here I thought you were going to talk about your bone to pick with a Shi'ar. Like, what did they ever do to you, man? But no, it's just
me.
Okay, that was it. Like, huh?
Exactly.
So my understanding, all Alias does in X-Men.
My beef can be fixed by going on their wiki page.
Okay.
Jake needs full-on therapy.
What?
Y'all know I have a grudge.
Jake encrypted. Y'all need therapy. That's what you need.
I do.
Y'all. Yeah, what did Jake do?
He knows what he did.
I mean, you guys know all my.
Talking about you and your hate for reading all that stuff.
Oh no, it's
and you guys know I'm prejudiced against all Eternals, no matter what. So yeah.
All right.
But, okay. So, sorry, I meant Celestials. They blend together after a while.
Yeah, have you read anything from Earth X? You're definitely not going to like any Celestials from that book. Maybe you like Galactus. But
all Celestials could burn for all I care.
Even Galactus? He's the one killing all the impregnated planets.
Wait, does he count as a Celestial?
Oh, he's not a Celestial.
No, he is not. Yeah, he's not a Celestial. The only good Celestial is that floating head in space nowhere. The best a Celestial representation can offer. Okay.
Oh shit.
But anyway, with that, I think we should move on. Austin, Jake, which one wants to do the honor?
I have a whole intro for it. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
So now Godzilla is a 2-time world-winning king of the monsters. He won his title match, but now he will team up with Kong in the tag team championship in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Okay. So, in this match, he will be fighting the Scar King and the first Titan, Shimu. Okay, and now we have a trailer. Tell us what it's all about. So there you go.
You know what this trailer just confirmed me? Dude, the fact that we still have a full village of Kong beings and only one Godzilla shows to me that the Kong species must have massacred the Godzilla species back in their day.
No.
Yeah, what's the other explanation? Like then,
They literally told us we don't have it. These Kongs got trapped by Godzilla's race down here, and the rest of them ran and died on Skull Island.
Duh. Haven't you
Okay.
been paying attention?
And then what
Christian?
happened?
If anything killed their race, it was most likely Ghidorah when he first showed up.
Mhm.
But yeah, no. So we're introducing new lore. I mean, the trailer itself, I don't think it's the best, but the contents within the trailer, it's good stuff. Okay?
They don't need to show us everything from the trailer, which is a mistake a lot of movies do. So I'm just happy this
Well,
gives
yeah,
you
we
just
say that,
enough.
but I think they showed too much regardless. Like, they should have showed Shimu, who is the first Titan and pet of Scar King, like his secret weapon in this movie, based on what he said.
Yeah.
But like, I think they should have showed a scene of him instead of showing so many scenes of Crystal Godzilla.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like Scar King's design. I've been.
He hates that he's bald. He doesn't like bald people.
Listen, no, because here's what happened, right? So I watched the trailer the first time, and I'm like, "Oh, that was a good trailer. I wish I saw Scar King in there." Then I rewatched it with Austin, and then I think we paused right there. I was like, "Yeah, I wish Scar King was in this movie." And he was like, "He's right there." I'm like, "That's the guy." This is
even in his zoomed up poster that you were hyping up, you can see that he's bald.
No, I didn't see the baldness, bro. I didn't think he was. He looked so lame. Okay, like this is not.
Hey, just wait. He's gonna be taking names, man. You see that skull? That's what looks like a Godzilla spine wrapped around him. He has trophies, man.
That's apparently his whip weapon.
I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was a good general, but he's not the guy. Okay, he can't. Yeah.
Just wait. Like you have to have a seriously dominating force if you're telling me both Godzilla and King Kong both have to get upgrades and team up to take this guy down.
That's what Shimu is. It seems like the Scar King's the face, but Shimu's his power. Like that's his secret weapon he's gonna use to unleash on the world.
Yeah,
based on what they're hyping up. Shimu was the first ever Titan to exist. He's the oldest and strongest thing.
Which is new. This is not a thing that was in the previous Godzillas. So Shimu is a new character, and so is Scar King, because Kong didn't have any villains back in his day. So
that man got 29 dinosaurs and a cave bear.
Yeah. So, if Kong was going to continue as a franchise, he needed a villain, and this is his answer. Okay, the Scar King. All right. A lot of crystals being used makes me think that we're going to get a connection to Space Godzilla at some point. Okay. Who is as said.
So this won't be the first time they use a weapon or something that hinted at another monster and it didn't show up.
Remind me.
Oxygen bomb, destroyer.
Oh, the oxygen. Well, to be fair, the oxygen bomb might be just a reference to the very first Godzilla movie. That might not be.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Just because it's there.
I'm saying in the first Godzilla movie, they used an oxygen bomb to knock out Godzilla on accident because they were trying to get rid of Ghidorah. But in the very first Godzilla movie, the black and white one, that's how they killed Godzilla. They used the oxygen bomb. So.
And another movie, they gave birth to Destroyer.
Yes. Which still can happen. Just takes a long time to develop. But yeah, I'm very I like that we're getting this movie, and we can also still have movies like Godzilla -1. Like I don't know. People don't appreciate it.
This is a fine time to be a kaiju fan, audience.
We're in a unique
is
position.
That why the fan base is trying to eat itself?
Yeah. So there are fans online who are mad at this movie for not being as serious as -1, and I'm like, bro, this is God. There's a guy on Twitter. This guy Twitter. He was like,
yeah.
He was like, no, this is why Japan should have Godzilla, because their Godzilla is serious. I'm like, bro, there was a whole era of Godzilla of just goofy shit. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you all gotta remember the first Godzilla movie that kicked off this whole. This is the MonsterVerse, right? What's the proper term for this universe?
Yeah, MonsterVerse.
That's
legendary.
Okay, yeah. The first one, the one where Godzilla was there for what 6 minutes or so. That attempted to be serious, and they got negative criticism because of that. But later on, we got
mad.
Yep. And then later on, of course, they listened to the fans, and they brought in more monsters. As a matter of fact, that Godzilla versus King Kong, that was monster fan service. People loved it for those actions, for those fights. That is what you want in a monster match movie. You know?
It became like wrestling matches, but with like
Yep.
monsters. That's essentially what this was, and I love everyone.
Exactly. It had its own charm, and so did Godzilla -1. Just because diamonds shine in one corner doesn't mean gold doesn't shine any less on the other. Two valuable metals, you know?
What I like about I think this is like one of my favorite like cinematic universes because I love the lore. I feel like every time we come back to this universe, like I love every bit of lore they add to this universe. It's so interesting to just kind of theorize and go through.
Yeah.
And so like I really am enjoying this. Now I wish it went back to what it was in King of the Monsters where we had more mythological imagery. Because I love that in King of the Monsters, like the cinematography when Godzilla faces Ghidorah and like it looks like almost like a painting of like it's titans fighting.
Cave painting, yeah.
Yeah, so I wish we kind of went back to that a little bit, but like this is still fine. This is still good stuff. So.
The reason we didn't, for fans who don't know, the reason we don't have that anymore is because even though fans loved it, critics hated it, so they switched to a different guy, Adam Wingsgard, and the director for King of the Monsters is now the writer for Godzilla vs Kong and the New Empire.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't see a problem with that.
Now retrospective nostalgia is kicking in, and people are like, King of the Monsters is a good movie. I see it all the time here.
I'm just more interested now in seeing what like that metal gauntlet on Godzilla's arm does now.
I think
you mean Kong?
Kong,
sure he
yeah.
just broke his arm.
But nah, come on, I want to see something more creative.
I'm pretty sure the Scar King just broke his hand when they first met. That's literally all it is.
I think it's leftover tech from Mechagodzilla that they're using because that would just be like a cool thing.
Okay,
it doesn't seem to have any power to any type of power thing like Mechagodzilla did.
Come on, if Godzilla could get an upgrade, King Kong should get one too.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna have any weapons on us.
You say that, but like if you're gonna give King Kong an upgrade, I don't think they'll be lame enough to give this man one gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the reason I think it's Mechagodzilla. I don't think it's gonna have any power. It's gonna have like the armor, the durability, like he can block shit with it and stuff. Especially because like Scar King's got a whip, so like it could be used like he's whipping on him, but like Kong can block it now. And, like
I think he used it to break Kong's arm, so they did at a place that it might help with durability stuff. But I just said that's all I think it was intended at first to do.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so here's where I'm getting to my only negative, and it might change over time. I don't like Red Crystal Godzilla.
Wait, red or pink? You mean
magenta?
Pink. I don't know why you keep saying red.
It's magenta. That's the word of what's that? Kamen Rider, where he's like, "Aren't you the pink Kamen Rider?" He's like, magenta. That's what it is. Okay.
You show that picture to anybody in the streets, and they'll say pink. You know it, man.
No class, they have no taste, all right? But I don't like it. I don't like it. For right now, I mean, it's slightly better the more I look at it, but I don't think I'll ever. I never want this to be like the final design for it.
Why don't you like it?
Yeah, why don't you like Pink Godzilla?
It doesn't.
Jake, do you not like Fruity Godzilla? How dare you?
It doesn't look good on him. I don't like how it feels like it kind of clashes with his gray, like his darker tones.
Ash, where are you? You need to fight Jake.
It seems like it clashes with his darker tones. I think the blue works a lot better with Godzilla. Or if it's like, or if you're gonna use like a brighter color, I like the darker orange of the burning form. Even though I know realistically he can't have that because that would mean something else. But it needs to be a darker color. I think that would be my issue. But
I just think you're hating because you see him in the daytime. Wait till you see him at night.
But yeah, he just glows at the nighttime. Yeah. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I love the final shot where Godzilla and Kong run into battle together. That looks so hype.
Oh yeah.
Credit.
Yeah.
After seeing Godzilla run in 2 movies, people are mad that he's running.
Yeah.
So he ran in King of the Monsters. He ran towards Ghidorah and all the other stuff, and then he ran to Kong multiple times in their fight. and was speed blitzing this man, and people had no problem. When they see him running with Kong in this trailer, like Godzilla shouldn't be moving fast. That's the complaint right now.
They need to back off the hype from -1. Dang it!
-1 kind of turned into this Japan versus America thing, and I'm like, bro, like the only reason, like I would hate if we just got moved. Like no, by the way, I'm not hating on -1, but I'm so glad that we split it up to where like America does the fighting and Japan does like the political commentary, because now we can have both at the same time. So Godzilla doesn't really get stale, at least in theory, because we can alternate. Because before they would try to do both at the same time in their movies, and it wouldn't really work because like it's still like stupid monster puppet guys. So like but now we can have both, and I think that's really healthy for the franchise. And I wish people would stop making this a cultural thing.
Exactly, you know. But all right then. I think we're all pleasantly surprised and happy with this trailer. So, no matter what. Okay then. With that, let's move on to the next topic. Who wants this?
Suicide Squad.
The unalive crew.
Yeah, the unalive.
The Suicide Squad gets an anime movie.
Woo!
Yay!
Favorite characters in it.
Yay! You see, in the times of war that Marvel and DC are promoting in their comics, we could use some more peace in our lives.
Shut
all
up,
right.
I'm here for Harley Quinn and Clayface. Shut up.
Oh, I forgot. Which is allergic to peace?
No, I'm just allergic to your BS.
Whoa.
Ooh. You'll hug an eagle one day and you'll love it, Witch.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into politics today, but we'll talk about this afterwards.
Gotcha.
When they stop being assholes, I'll consider it.
Gotcha. But all right, what did you guys think of this trailer?
I didn't watch it.
It was okay, but I had no interest in this show. This being you don't know, this is a Isekai Suicide Squad thing.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about that. I think if you wanted
to
Isekai somebody into a Marvel or DC universe, I feel like there's a lot of more interesting characters you could use instead of Suicide Squad.
You know, they want to do it specifically for Harley Quinn, and the team is just ice. It's just crazy.
I love the designs in this anime, by the way.
It looks nice. It looks about as good as you could get when you animify a DC or Marvel property, you know?
It's good.
No.
No, okay. Well, agree, disagree. But anyway, not really much meat to this. It's a novelty. What you see in the trailer is what you get. You're not here for a big, in-depth story. You just want to see the members of the Suicide Squad do their mission, wreak havoc.
In an anime.
Yay, you know, anime form. Of course, you get Harley Quinn, you get Peacemaker, Deadshot, Clayface, Amanda Waller, and I forgot who else was in here.
Clayface. Deadshot's in it. The Joker's in it.
I like how you named everybody you just named.
I don't know who else is gonna be in it.
Okay, but basically the movie version. So, all right then. Any final thoughts before we move on?
It's
no,
cool. I hope it succeeds so they do other people.
Okay. That will be interesting.
So I got a question, right?
Yeah.
So the Nightcrawler come out the closet. What was his big revelation?
Can I
Go ahead.
Stop doing that because Witch wants to introduce it. Witch just said it.
Go ahead, Witch.
Okay, Nightcrawler's big revelation. So keep in mind, this is what Chris Claremont wanted in the beginning. So they officially retconned Nightcrawler's origin to finally have Mystique and Destiny be Nightcrawler's biological parents.
That's why I was surprised when they kept saying it's such a... My bad, Witch. That's why I was surprised they kept trying to make it such a big deal or like a big revelation. Like, yeah, we knew about this for years. This we wanted for years.
Yeah,
Like, it's not that big deal.
Chris Claremont wanted this forever, but Jim Shooter and Marvel you can't do
the
that.
only problem I have with it, I don't have a problem with the origin itself, but it does make every time she treated him like shit, kind of feel worse.
Yeah, but what do you expect from Mystique?
I'm kind of forgetting a little bit of Nightcrawler's original thing. Is
Azazel was Nightcrawler's original dad.
No, but no, hang on, wait. Mystique and Destiny, can Mystique impregnate somebody?
Yes, because she's known as a
she turns into a person.
I don't know. It works.
She changed her form into a male form so that she can impregnate Destiny and have Kurt.
Her powers evolved over time. I think it was stated that she could even go as far as to change the sweat perceptions in her body, so that even Wolverine can't detect her.
The only reason why she's not an Omega level mutant is because she can't copy powers.
I thought she shot blanks. I didn't know they were actually real. I just thought it was just...
No, she's known as a gene shifter. That's how she was able to do it. It's more than shape shifting.
Yeah. I mean, as far as retcons go, I would say no, this makes sense. I mean, this, given the nature of Mystique's powers and all.
And also the relationship between Mystique and Destiny, it also makes a lot of sense.
I gotta be honest, when I first heard about this news, I thought to myself, wow, Nightcrawler, this is gonna be an awkward conversation you're gonna have with the people of the church. But then I have to remember, oh wait, no, you started your own religion, so you're no longer a Christian, Nightcrawler, so you're good.
Technically he was Catholic.
Oh, Catholic, but regardless, regardless, you started your own religion, dude. You're no longer your former faith anymore, so yeah.
Yeah, especially since that former faith wanted him to become the Pope so that they can commit war crimes. It was an interesting story. We'll talk about that another day.
Gotcha. But anyway, audience, we gotta remember when it comes to shapeshifters, this is a area that Marvel's touched on before, because I don't know if you all remember the origin of Tigress's son.
Yeah,
Tigress.
That was
Tigress.
Isn't that the scroll? Hank Pym had a baby with her or something.
Yes, during Secret Invasion, a scroll went through a procedure where he copied Hank Pym right down to the genetic level, had sex with Tigress, and impregnated her. But the child is biologically Hank Pym's child, since the scroll completely copied Hank Pym. So, yeah, that's just the way genetics work in Marvel when it comes to shapeshifters. It can get to that level. All right.
That was also just another situation where they didn't want to give Hank Pym good things.
Aw. Well, he got this. He ended up sleeping with Tigress later on.
No, I meant was they were supposed to have when they split up them at that point, it was Hank supposed to have a grown relationship with Tigress, and then they made him a scroll at the last minute. They think he deserved it, and then they went back on it for some reason.
Yeah, but then after that, when it came to Avengers Academy, where Hank Pym and Tigress were both basically the teachers looking after the new young superhero kids. Yeah, they hooked up.
What else is new?
Yep. The chaperones made whoopee on Prime Night instead of the kids. But anyway, any final thoughts on this?
Gay rights.
Wait, on a different note, is Hank Pym still Ultron right now?
We're going to talk about Hank Pym later. He's going to be part of one of the topics we're going to talk about.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. But anyway, with that, I think we should move on. Hold up a sec. I don't think we posted all the comic topics on our private chat.
Let me go to the topics real quick.
Jay, you failed us. Oh, the next comic news topic is actually all Austin. This is the thumbnail. Yeah. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah.
You got lucky. So, as a blurred with a black nerd, I'm all into the TikTok. I'm all into the TikTok side of things right now, especially when it comes to stuff like Black Panther, Spawn, Static Shock. I like to see people's reactions to what's usually going on with them. Like I told, me and Crit had this conversation a lot. I hate how most Black stories immediately revert back to racism when a new writer comes on because they don't know what to do at first.
Yep.
But that's only half the problem. So people don't know, this is our second Black writer for Black Panther in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, a writer has completely thrown away the point of what Black Panther stories are to tell a modern day story with Black Panther, which doesn't make sense. Because, this man lives in a Black utopia, or at least that's what it's supposed to be portrayed as. And while bringing Wakanda to modern day levels could be interesting, none of these writers have been able to pull it off. It's good. Like, if you were going to read Black Panther, you're not trying to see Black Panther go through your neighborhood in the hood.
Yeah.
That's basically what the last two Black Panther writers were trying to do.
But in this case, like, yeah, but I was about to say, like, in this case, like, they wanted to bring the hood into the spotlight of Wakanda, which was how this was advertised as this new run.
Yeah. It also doesn't help.
Hey, Austin, do you think there would have been a better character to put this in a book? If you get what I'm saying, you think a better character could represent what they were trying to do with this?
You mean Luke Cage? Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Luke Cage. There's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of other people I would rather have this type of story instead of Black Panther. Especially after going off the last one.
Misty Knight.
Yeah. I said this when we first talked about the premise of this run, like when they said that they wanted to establish the mean streets of Wakanda. If I was the editor and this was brought up to my desk, I would want to ask the writer, are you sure you want to go this route? Are you sure you want to establish that there is a hood in Wakanda?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, because if we get any controversy thrown at us, we're tossing your name in this, all right? We just want to clarify that, okay? This is your idea. This is your pitch. We're just following what you say. That's it.
But if you know anything about comics, Black Panther is basically your escapism from regular Black problems, or at least if they were brought up, they're brought in a more way that fits Wakanda. It doesn't bring Wakanda down to our level to talk about this problem.
Yep.
The last two runs of Black Panther both have made this horrible situation of trying to bring hood life to Wakanda and use T'Challa as a scapegoat for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the last run, we had probably what some people consider the peak of Black Panther, where he's now the owner not only of Wakanda, they have a whole galactic empire out there.
Yep.
And then the next run immediately after that, this has everyone blame T'Challa for everything, and then the country itself goes behind his back to work with Namor, who literally sunk that whole country 2 years ago.
Oh my God! Don't give Namor any large amount of power. He's going to sink.
No, wait. It's worse because not only did they give him power, they gave him flying ships and all this other stuff he never had.
Namor became
what?
Yeah, Namor became a hero to the Wakandans. That's what happened, right?
Yeah, he had their flying ships and flying tech, all this stuff.
Because as you know, the theme of Black Panther for this Black utopia is to give their power to a lighter-skinned man.
No, that's literally how I felt. Because as they do this, they keep continuously taking from Black Panther. That's when they made him do his Tower of Babel story, which wasn't his fault. It wasn't like the Batman situation where just some random guy who decided to try to take down all his friends. Black Panther had the country to protect, and y'all get mind controlled all the time. There's a whole different situation here. But so, long story short, T'Challa was brought very low in that run as a character and in his situation. And then now they want to introduce some random hood elements to Wakanda. TikTok was pissed, which I almost shared like 3 things. So I wanted you to see it for the day. But I shared some of it to Jake Encrypted. But TikTok is furious with Black Panther. Because you have, not only is it like just hood, they're doing like full on all of like black crime. Like, for the black women are being raped in prison in the Black Utopia book.
Oh, good Lord.
Like, it's like they're doing police brutality with black people against black people. Like, they're doing all this stuff. And it's like, bro, no one wants to read this. This is not escapism. They'll order the world outside my window. Wakanda is the one place that's not the world outside your window. That's the whole point of the book.
Wakanda should be the dream, honestly. Like, wow.
And the main reason I bring it up, I was like, it's the 2 black writers that keep doing this stuff. It's weird to say that Black Panther, I probably should be written by white men. Because they'll be way more careful on what they put in the book.
And is it that hard to think of like a Game of Thrones route to go with Black Panther comics? I think that's the easiest route to go in, you know? But
if you need to bring back some other life again, like I don't care. Just don't do this ever again. I never want to see this in this comic.
Oh man. I only read like issue 1, that was it. Just to see, okay, it seems like T'Challa's going to be the Batman of the mean streets of Wakanda or whatever, you know?
That's basically Batman running through the hood neighborhood. And it's like,
yep.
And there's a whole new Black Panthers, all the other stuff going on. It's like, how is this happening? But you're supposed to still be the king and stuff in the Avengers run right now? Like, he's still the king of Wakanda in that book. They say it multiple times.
Wow.
So it's like that's the future.
You know,
like that is stuff lighting up. Like, you're not convincing me that T'Challa bounces back so fast.
A king has to keep face even in the face of his low point, I guess. Like,
nah, but like Black Twitter is in a whole fit about it. Now I kind of have to agree. It's weird to say that a white person writes Black Panther better, but I guess it's because they have to be more careful in what they put in the book because they know what happened.
Yep. I mean, hey, look, I'm not black, but even you guys know, I already mentioned my opinion of like, you know, if that writer brought up like the whole ghetto of Wakanda thing up to me, I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I know what's going to happen. Don't do it.
Even if you want like to bring a utopia low, you have to do it like over time. It don't be the next run. There's suddenly a hood area in Wakanda or surrounding the country and stuff. It's like this never existed before now. Don't act like T'Challa would not have stopped this stuff beforehand if he knew.
Exactly.
Wakanda's one trait is taking good care of their people, and you're saying they didn't even do that.
Hey Austin, I have a question for you.
What's
Why'd you unfollow me from TikTok, huh? What'd I do to you?
What was that about, huh?
I don't remember the specific reason, but I remember we had a call, and I said I was going to do it.
Well,
I mean, you did it.
Which, if it makes it feel better, the reason I'm not following you. The reason I'm not following you on TikTok is because I don't have a TikTok.
Yeah,
so
no, because you're an old man and you wouldn't even know how to use TikTok until
I don't even want. I would never even want to. So.
Yeah, I would still have to send you a screen recorded video on how to post a TikTok. Audience, this is why we don't have a TikTok for this podcast, by the way.
Gotcha. Austin, continue.
The whole point is, it's weird that something everyone they used to always say like black excellence. It was fully stolen from black people by black people. And that's why I put the title to what it is. So that's honestly what it feels like. It was terrible read. These people are using slang and stuff. It's like that shouldn't even exist in Wakanda.
You know, I would say.
Why is man talking like he's from Atlanta in the 70s?
You know, I would say this could be a way of like branching off of continuity with what happened in the Symbol of Truth book, Captain America. You know, because you had a lot of Africans, black people from America who wanted to move to Wakanda, but then I have to remember
that would have been cool.
Yeah, but then I have to remember. Oh wait, Shuri deported all of the black people from Wakanda.
Yeah, if that's what happened, I still wouldn't like it, but at least be more interesting.
Yeah.
If they stayed and just started posting up outside of Wakanda like that, or tell the guy supposed to leave. That's
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
nah, it's no real explanation. And you got all these. The only person really on T'Challa's side, if I remember, was like Shuri, for obvious reasons. But even she's trying to like stick into him. Like they're trying to make Shuri more sassy in Black.
Oof.
And like she's kind of already sassy to a degree.
Yeah.
But Shuri in the last few years is like smart enough that she got the power to answer all the extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird to see her fall back to this and also get on T'Challa's head when he's already cast so low.
Wow.
Don't forget, they always bring Storm in here too to basically shit talk T'Challa and they act like she loves him.
Oh man.
They do that they've been doing that the last 2 months multiple times. It doesn't make sense.
Yep. I feel so sorry to be T'Challa at the moment.
It's just weird. You feel like T'Challa's character will be taken with so much care after all the changes that have to Black Panther's IP in general, and how much new eyes it has on it.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't feel like they really care.
Yeah. I mean, you figure around this
That's
time.
all I had to say.
You will figure around this time they might want to promote more Shuri's figure, but to do that by bringing T'Challa at such a low point as he is right now, not only T'Challa but all of Wakanda, I'm like, damn.
That's kind of how I feel. I feel like he's gonna end up having to give everything to Shuri, and then she fix the situation in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't want like T'Challa, if you wanted to hype up Shuri, give him Shuri and T'Challa at the point where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go help the Avengers. You can be Black Panther of Wakanda while I'm not there." Like that's something they do casually. You don't have to do this. You want to tell Shuri.
Yo, that's a way to make a storyline make sense for this. T'Challa will be handling it with the Avengers in the outside world. He's going to take some time away from Wakanda, but he's leaving it in the hands of Shuri for the time being. Yeah.
That's basically it. But that's it.
Alrighty. Austin, Jake, do you have any final thoughts on this?
No.
No.
Whatever Austin said, that's what's been said.
Gotcha.
They say you can only color in a black drawing with a black marker, but in truth, the color just has to be dark enough.
Gotcha.
Ignore what he said. Ignore what that guy said. I guess we're going to the next topic.
I'll announce
Jackpot and Blackcat series announced. Oh, okay.
It's gone now. All right. I didn't get a chance to announce any.
I didn't say it was enough energy.
Okay.
You need to have the segue power. Okay.
Face it, audience. You just hit the jackpot and Blackcat. All right. Okay, because we're getting a round 3 with these two. So, yay. We get it.
I didn't think this was going to be a reoccurring thing, bro. It was cool at first. I don't need this like every year. The first 6 issues be 2.
I think the first time was a one-shot. The next time was a 3-issue tie-in, and now this is actually going to be a series. Well, in Marvel's case, at most you're going to get 10 issues with this, but still,
Yeah,
maybe 12 if you're lucky.
This book don't have a lot of staying power with the novelty working well.
Yeah.
Do we know who's writing it?
Let me look at it. Let me see if I can find it. By writer Celeste Braun.
He cut out all the way.
I don't know either.
But this is brought to you by Sonic Dream Team. Sonic Dream Team.
The game
sponsored by Subway.
So
with no one here is Sonic fans. Sonic fans do not deserve good things.
Play your favorite Sonic characters and Rouge, and also go around.
Today's episode is sponsored by My Will to Live.
And go on fighting Eggman's mechs in the world of dreams. right.
This episode is sponsored by Rom the Space Knight and the Saga of Crystar.
Yes.
I don't know. Alpha Flight was in both of those books.
Yes. Go get Sonic Dream Teams if you have an Apple product. You broke.
I do have an Apple product.
You broke fans. Go get an Apple or get it hand me down.
Also play Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Kurt, if you don't know, we can't hear you. You need to come back. That's not a joke. You need to come back.
Yeah. All right. We are stalling for time.
You guys. Can you guys hear me?
Oh no.
Unfortunately.
Sorry. Okay. Minor correction. This is actually going to be a 4-issue miniseries, and
that's not that bad.
Okay, so apparently the premise is going to be that Jackpot and Blackcat will have to work together to stop a blackmailer from Spider-Man's rogues gallery. Huh.
She knows I'm not. Mary Jane knows we're not calling her that, right?
Yeah.
No, she's going to be embracing the Jackpot mantle after Gang War.
She can call her whatever she want to call herself. I'm not doing it.
The mantle of Jackpot had just started. There's no mantle.
No, there was a mantle. There was a different Jackpot for her.
Yes. During Brand New Day, you had a redhead who was masquerading as Jackpot. Everybody thought that was Mary Jane, but it was somebody else wearing a wig.
You literally just wrote someone else's title without asking.
So Mary Jane isn't even the original Jackpot. Go figure. But now I'll give this a shot. Like if Marvel, I'll give this a shot because if Marvel's smart, they'll at least make sure the covers alone will sell. Because that's how this team up has been selling.
I wish Jed McKay was still writing this too, because he wrote the first issue.
Yep.
Of their first team up.
Yep.
And I come to trust him more as a writer than like most people.
Yeah, I mean, he has his own.
I'll give it a shot, but I'm not really that interested.
Yeah, I think I'll be more interested. Like, I'm okay with Mary Jane being Jackpot, but I just don't like the costume as much. You know, it's just not working.
The costume is terrible.
Yeah, it's just not working. Like, I get what they were going for with the, casino style suit, but it just doesn't look good. You know.
Credit.
Yeah.
The part I hate worse is the legs.
Yeah.
Because I know they're supposed to be cards, but they're mimicking the spider lines.
Yep. That's what it is. But
look, if Mary Jane wants to be a hero, I think it would have been fine if her and Peter were still together.
Uh-huh.
Because remember, people don't know, the in-universe reason they gave for Mary Jane not wanting to be a Peter was how hard the superhero life was on her. His superhero life was on her. But now she's also being a superhero. So now she can understand that life more.
Mm-hmm.
Together, like it should have been, this series would have added more credence to that, what could have been interesting. But they're not. And Marvel doesn't plan to.
I mean, for God's sakes, Mary Jane, you're not just a superhero, but you also have your own man in the chair as well. Let's not forget Paul's likely going to be tagging along with her superhero gig. So
no, he's probably not. I'll tell you now, Marvel's not dumb to do
that. Gotcha.
It also doesn't help that Blackcat also just broke up with Peter for the dumbest reason of all time. By the way.
Yeah, but she's so cared.
The reason that you don't care anymore, you don't ask me to stop doing crime. I've been asking you for 60 years. We've been doing this for 60 years. I have tried everything to redeem you.
She's like
and the moment I accept you for who you are, you get mad and break up with me. That's terrible, right?
She's like, the flame between us is gone.
But
gotcha.
Like I said, if I don't know why they're handling the blackmail scheme and not Spider-Man. We've heard I guess there's a gang war going on, but a gang war should not be this big a deal. To be honest,
dude, Spider-Man has more than his fair share of trouble looming over him at the moment. He has gang war. He has a Spider-Boy to take care of. He has a son trying to vaporize him every time he goes out as Spider-Man.
I get it. I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like this is a gang war tie-in, so it probably doesn't take place at the same time.
No, it's not going to be a gang war tie-in. I know Jackpot's going to have a gang war tie-in, but I think this team up is going to be after the event's over. So,
don't forget, Green Goblin's also apparently a big part of gang war somehow.
we'll talk about that when we get to it. So,
but
all right,
yeah, I'm gonna say I'll read it just because I like these two dynamic together. But it's kind of losing its luster now that you keep doing it, and they're just now just doing regular superhero stuff.
We'll see what happens. Audience, make sure in the week this comes out, you go to your comic book shop ASAP, because believe me, the good covers of the good variant covers of this comic sell out fast.
And that's why you have to call your comic book shop ahead of time to get all the fucking variant covers that you want to get. Because that's how I'm able to get almost all the variant covers for Alpha Flight and Christopher Chaos.
Yep. Oh damn, we lost Jake.
Yeah, Jake.
R.I.P. Jake. Everyone, say your piece.
Okay.
Say your piece. Cryptid, say your piece.
See you Thursday, Jake. That's my piece.
See you later, bitch.
All right. See, even you're talking about peace now, Twitch. I'm proud of you.
No, because Jake died, dude.
Okay.
Death is way more important.
Okay, but anyway, let's move on to the next topic, guys. All right, I got this one too. Avengers Inc. canceled.
I did hear about that.
Yeah,
that's sad because I did want to on. I wanted to talk about that on air, so I read a few of the issues, and that's over.
I heard what happened in the first two issues. So I'm like, okay, I see where you guys are going, but it didn't make sales. That's really what killed the series. I mean, you gotta think of it.
All the Janet Van Dyne stands, you guys deserve better.
But I mean, like you gotta be realistic here. How many people are going to look out of their way to buy a book led by the Wasp? Really?
That Wasp series I heard was selling pretty well. But
the
they
Unstoppable
don't count
Wasp
sales though. They're not counting the online sales as well.
To be fair, the Wasp starring a book could do well. I think she just needed a better co-star than Vision.
Then Vision?
Not just Vision, a personality of Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Because Janet has fans, and as an original Vision, it's like a resurgence for Janet's character could do work. They gotta. It probably should have been such a unique premise out the gate.
Yeah, I think they were banking too much on Al Ewing's name being the big seller of this book, because Al Ewing, the big writer that wrote Immortal Hulk and all that stuff, But we might as well go over what happened in this book, because the big revelation is, you want to say it, Austin?
No.
Okay, I'll say it. Hank Pym. Oh, just in time, Jake. Hold up a sec.
Jake rose from the ashes.
We're about to talk about another scientist that you might love, or at least love more than Reed. So hold on a sec. Let me unmute you. Okay, Jake, you there?
Yes.
Okay, we were talking about Avengers Inc. being canceled. And one of the revelations of this book was that Hank Pym came back.
Thank God.
And he got aged up to looking like Michael Douglas now.
What a coincidence.
Gross. God damn it.
But I gotta say, like, this is probably as good of a situation as Hank Pym is ever going to get from here on out.
No, bro. I loved Pymtron. I thought Pymtron was so cool at first.
No, yeah, I like Pymtron. I like Pymtron too, but that was at the expense of Jesus Christ shitting over Hank. Because I remember
probably kind of effed it over.
Yeah, because I remember Uncanny Avengers, right, when Wasp found out that Hank fused with Ultron, she's like breaking down in front of Tony, saying, "You have no idea how insulting this is. Like, for God's sakes, Hank Pym literally wrote on his will that if the worst came to him, he does not want to be hooked up to a machine." And now look at him. Like,
To be
wow.
fair, I only liked it because it was his own sacrifice.
Yep.
That was the only thing they could do at that moment. And I forgot Janet wasn't there. I don't think Janet was there for that.
Nah, she wasn't. She was
Yeah,
off doing
so
her
I
own
understand.
stuff.
That's why the only reason I was fine with that scene. The scene that killed Tron for me was the Secret Empire scene, where he's
Oh,
trying to get the Avengers back together, and they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, you're making sense, but we're not gonna listen to what you say because you hit your wife one time like 40 years ago."
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
but
you, Hank.
I like that scene though, because Pimtron was like, "You guys, you have no idea how much you guys waved that in my face whereas all of you have done horrible shit, but nobody waves that over your face."
Oh,
For God's
I
sake,
will. I'll
yeah,
do it.
for God's sake,
I'll get lists. I'll make
for
a
God's
PowerPoint presentation, Cryptid. You want me to make a
yeah,
PowerPoint presentation?
you could, but that's Pimtron's point. Like, I did one horrible
I
thing
can
in my
add
life.
Hank Pym to that.
Yeah, like
Shit.
Pimtron was like, "I did one horrible thing in my life, but nobody wants to bring up that Tony started a war in the superhero community. Nobody wants to bring up that Thor's not worthy anymore. I mean, for God's sakes, all of you guys, you barely resemble your former
Tony got
self
a lot of
anymore."
people killed with getting shit.
Yes,
But you beat your wife, okay?
a slap, one slap.
No, he never beat his wife.
No.
Him went out of control
I am.
because of a whole lot of fucking factors. Backhand his wife without realizing that's who she was,
He had a
and people hold on
he,
for the longest time.
he had a mental breakdown. He has a mental condition.
That still doesn't give
Hank.
the excuse to hit your wife.
I am
just saying.
doubling down on the
It's not an excuse. It's a fact of what happened.
I'm doubling down on the allegations because I am an Avengers supporter. Okay, as long as we're
He's an Avenger.
he's not a real. The real Avengers don't beat their wives. Okay, that's all.
Yes, they do. Iron Man, Spiderman. The only person married who hasn't hit his wife is the only. Even Reed beat Sue one time, but she was evil, so that is
That's different.
You know what? I hate Reed. Thank you for reminding me. Another reason to hate Reed. Right?
Didn't Daredevil slap Black Widow in the butt? Hey, he's technically slapped his girlfriend there.
Oh, that's okay. We accept it.
very fair. Daredevil was straight up misogynistic that whole run.
Here's what we are. What is Spider-Man? We're never canceling him. He's our moneymaker. Okay. All right. Iron Man.
Okay.
Spider-Man works. That man had super fast and Mary Jane across him.
I mean, Jake, for God's sakes, you don't think Reed did anything that's more horrible than what Hank did?
He exists. Okay.
Exactly. My point stands.
I don't know, man.
No,
Hitting your wife one time versus walking out the sun for 3 days. That's kind of crazy.
Oh wait, Reed, didn't you invent a prison in the negative zone to house all the heroes you guys were capturing? Didn't
you and Tony Stark create a character named Ragnarok, which was a robotic clone of Thor back in Civil War? That killed Bill Foster?
Yeah. That needs to be talked about more. That guy still hasn't came back to life.
Yeah, because he got replaced by his nephew.
R.I.P. man.
It sounds like a lot of obfuscation from a wife beater. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, going back to
this book had a unique premise. It honestly, not only did it come out, I think it came out the wrong time, and not only did it come out the wrong time, there wasn't enough. There weren't enough people in this book that people still care about now.
Yep.
Like people don't. If anyone reading comics right now, you know, if you're going to go to the comic book store, you're probably buying like 7 comic books already. You're not about to try this new book, you know.
Yep.
If you're a Spider-Man fan, just buying Spider-Man. If you read X-Men, you probably read like 5 books in general. That's just one part of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I just read whatever the fuck I want.
So that's what X-Men is fine. So look, think about X-Men like 5 books. Spider-Man's 1 book. Got Miles. Got other street levels. Got the Avengers. Got the other Avengers book. This feels like a backup book in a lineup of all these books. I understand people overlooking it, being like, "Oh, well, I'll read it later."
Yeah.
And that was my thing. I was going to read later.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much
but
what
we
happened.
can't do that now. Well, I can, but I can't.
Yeah. I mean, the only takeaway from this is, Hank Pym is now a player in the game. Did they ever? Awesome. Did you ever read up to how he came back and aged up?
No, I don't
The
have.
same way
only
how Romeo got aged up. Just
Mhm.
kidding. I
Yeah.
actually don't know. I didn't read Avengers Inc.
Yeah. Well, just use your imagination as a comic book reader. There you go. That's it.
I like to think he went back. I like to think he went back in time and it aged up naturally.
I like
Oh no,
to his evil grandpa, and then his grandpa go on his trip, and then they went to another universe and got locked in there for years. And
now here's what happened. Here's what happened. He was experimenting with the Pym particles, and he shrunk down to a universe where time moves faster. There you go. That's it.
Magic.
Yeah.
Wait. Did Pym get removed in the Iron Man Wasp book?
I recall the last time I recall Pimptron being a player was in Dan Slott's Iron Man run, but that was it.
Yeah, the Iron Man. That's the Iron Man Wasp book. I'm looking up.
No, the Iron Man in Dan Slott's Iron Man run, where Pimptron wanted to fuse everybody with a robot.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Anyway.
I forgot they came after that series. I keep forgetting, man.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't think any of us are losing sleep over the fact that Avengers Inc. is canceled. I mean, it had a good premise. Would have liked to have seen what happened, given if the writer had the time to tell the story you wanted. But hey, we've run into a lot of books that got canceled prematurely, so this is just one of them. All right, then. With that, let's move on.
Okay, so here you go. I found it.
Okay, go ahead.
He got hit with a reverse aging ray by passing him and 3 other Ant-Man, and this somehow undid him being fused with Ultron.
Oh. Okay.
I can't find out what book it was in, but apparently that was a thing.
Okay. He aged up as a way to separate himself from Ultron. All right. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Comics audience.
Comics. Yay.
Speaking of comics, we're now going on to comic reviews. And let me start us off with Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Number 2.
Did you read it?
Yes.
Did you read it?
I read it. I haven't.
Okay.
I have the issue in front of me actually, and I was lucky enough to get the Wonder Woman variant. Yay!
Oh, I haven't seen what it looked like. I got the Godzilla shooting Superman with his mouth.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I got the one where, Wonder Woman looking like Wonder Woman. Wink, wink. Y'all know what sells, more audience. So, all right. Picking up from where the last issue left off, this is Superman confronting Godzilla face to face. Superman trying to reason with him, but, quickly realizing, nah, this is a beast. There's no reasoning with a monster.
Always Superman goes to a giant animal like, hey, yo, you can talk?
In this late in Superman's career, he's bound to want to see that there's aliens out there that have intelligence or could speak. So he gives this Godzilla creature a chance up until he realizes, nope, it's not going to work. He's about to fire his atomic breath, so Superman punches him in the face. And Godzilla didn't take too kindly to that, and the fight instigates between the two. And while this is going down, you have kaijus popping up all over the world. You have this mammoth kaiju popping up in Themyscira. You have this giant spider popping up in Central City. But the funniest,
I'll find names for you.
Yep, but the funniest one was in Gotham City because their kaiju is a giant bat.
But why the same? Why don't they just Whatever. I was like, what? King of the Monsters, though.
This is with a DC flair.
Yeah.
No, Jake. No, in the last issue, Toyman is doing something that's aggravating them all.
Mm-hmm.
The Legion of Doom are using them to attack. Like this isn't a thing.
No, I guess I'm looking.
Godzilla shows up and he's trying to figure out what's going on, and then some fucking midget man comes and flies.
No, I guess I'm just curious. Like, why are we still using these kaiju? I mean, like, I don't have anything against them. It's like, are they like favorites?
Toyman found new toys to play with, and he wants to play with them. Man, what's hard?
Yeah, it's a
what's hard to comprehend?
He found monsters and he brought them here to
play. No, I mean,
I
don't have a problem with the monsters themselves. I'm saying, like, aren't these the same ones from King of the Monsters, like the random kaiju they made up, just so they had extras? That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why are they using these?
Yes.
Okay, for all you know, Jake, these are
all the monsters shown from King Kong and King of the Monsters.
Yes.
And Godzilla vs. Kong.
Okay. That universe crossover with the Justice League.
Yeah. The mammoth thing is called, I can't pronounce that. Behemoth.
Okay.
Let's see. The spider thing is called Scylla.
And what about the bat?
The bat we saw in Godzilla vs. Kong. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going up the list, so it's kind of.
Okay, let's just say it's a Titan. All right, one of those.
I'll find it. I'm on the thing.
One of those bat creatures from the first Godzilla film. Okay, but anyway, you figured that this issue would be more about Godzilla versus Superman, but no, it's actually Batman ends up taking the spotlight in this comic because it focuses more on the Bat family facing off against this giant bat kaiju. You know.
I was gonna be like, you see, we're prep time. Even I can defeat them.
But this is all hands on decks with the Bat family, man. Like, you have Batman and Batwoman. They're each in their own Batjet. You have Batgirl, Nightwing, and Jason Todd in the ground trying to do what they can to save the civilians from being caught in the crossfire. But then you have Jason here who wants to be a turd. And he's like, okay, I got my sniper rifle all set up. I'm about to shoot this damn creature straight in the eyes.
Dang, that's rude.
And then Batman's like saying, Jason, no! If you shoot him while the bat is still in the air, he's going to come cratering over to Gotham. And Jason's like, I don't listen to you, old man.
Yeah, so he's like, go off. I don't know.
That's kind of out of character. But sure.
Yeah, Jason is.
Jake, it's a current day characters. These are done like 20 years ago.
Like, Jason, between this and what happened with Gotham War, you're a wet blanket in the Batman family, dude. No one likes you. Get the hell out of here, man. You just willingly come in here to piss off Batman, no matter what.
The whole reason is the way he is because he thinks.
I think it's funny because that's the thing that breaks this crossover.
Yeah.
But Jake, I don't know if you remember, this crossover happens the day Superman supposed to propose to Lois, but they're using current day Red Hood's outfit.
Yes. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't think of it that way, but hey, break continuity, whatever.
I know, but so, at his core, his character is that he does care about Gotham. That's why he's extreme as he is. So I don't know.
Okay. But anyway, Jason does end up shooting the back creature. And he cares about pissing off Batman above everything else because it seems like that's his motto.
Yeah.
No matter what, I'm going to find... No matter what, even if it's to save Gotham City, I'm going to piss off Batman. Wow. But anyway, so Red Hood takes a shot. He does shoot the creature in the eye. The creature gets mad. Keep in mind, bats are already blind creatures as it is. They see through sonar, so that shot in the eye didn't really do much. The creature ends up shooting a sonic blast at Red Hood. He barely was able to dodge it, but, they recuperate long enough for Batgirl to come and knock Jason out with a punch. Yeah, he needs an ass whooping. She punches him. Batgirl punches Jason.
He did it through the helmet.
He's not wearing a helmet. Remember, he has like a Sub-Zero like mask on with a hood.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so while Batwoman and Batman are dealing with the kaiju up in the sky, you have Black Canary popping up, and with her they were able to attach a sonic amplifier into Batwoman's Batjet, and they were able to amplify Black Canary's scream to take down the giant bat monster as it's over like the park area of Gotham City. So well done. Gotham took out a kaiju.
That's
so did Man Bat like fly out like father is me?
Oh, he should have. That would have been a cool crossover. But anyway, this is where you cut back to Superman versus Godzilla, and it's a bit of a tussle. Like they're matching each other blow for blow. I mean, for God's sakes, Godzilla is matching his atomic breath with Superman's heat vision. Oh, this is a tough tussle. I mean, of course, Toyman will want to send the strongest of the kaijus all the way into Metropolis. And that's when you have Shazam saying, like, dang it, I wish I had an energy blast. Oh, wait, I do. So he just lands on Godzilla's head and says, Shazam! Psh! Oh, that looked like it stunned Godzilla for a second, though. You have Billy Batson falling to his death, Superman having to go and grab him. But when Superman was saving Billy, that's when Godzilla took the opportunity and shoots Superman in the back with his atomic blast. And that's how the issue ends with Superman appearing to be like unconscious.
Jay, he is cooked, like he's steaming. You see his burnt skin on his arm.
Yeah. I see the shot.
But,
Jay,
I want you to see the battle of the heat vision. It looks ridiculous, bro.
Remember, Superman was able to use his heat vision on a planet, all right? So
but he couldn't beat Godzilla. So,
he doesn't want to vaporize Gotham. He doesn't want to vaporize the world in order to beat Godzilla.
Well, they need to vaporize the world to beat him, huh? That's crazy. All right, I'm just saying.
But anyway, like, it wasn't a clean victory for Godzilla. He definitely had to rely on Superman turning his back for a second. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just know that the king of the monsters keeps his throne. Okay.
Just you wait. There's only issue 2, man. Godzilla never won all his fights. Remember that, all right?
Yeah, but he's been defending his title match ever since, bro. He's been defending the grand title ever since he won that King's match, bro. I'm just saying, what did Kong do? Yeah, that's what I thought. Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Gorilla Grodd is still worshiping Kong as his god.
There you go.
Gotcha. But yeah, that's really how the issue ends. Good, simplistic. You know what you're getting with a book like this, and it delivers. So, alrighty then. And you guys have any final thoughts before we move on?
No. Godzilla is cool. There we go.
Just like Superman. Go ahead, Wiz.
I will say this. History shows again and again how nature points out the folly of men. Okay?
Okay, you guys ready to talk about gay people?
Go ahead, Wiz.
Give me something, man. You could have just given me a half-assed woo or something. Damn.
Oh no, I was yawning. Well, seriously, it's like
still half-assed. It was still a half-assed yawn. Anyways, we're gonna talk about gay people. Yay, Alan Scott, Green Lantern issue 2. Woo! See, that's what I wanted.
Yes.
Upset.
Y'all are lame.
Jay, look at that picture.
I've seen the picture. I told you.
Anyways, so we're gonna pick up where we left off. So remember in the last issue how Alan Scott lost his mind and sent to Arkham? Well, hold on, let me plug in my iPad real quick. Find the fucking outlet. Jesus Christ. Yo, where's
Go ahead.
Hold
Yes,
on.
go to your
Hold
mic.
on. I gotta plug in my iPad because that one's gonna die soon. Plug it in. What? Hold on, just a quick moment. Yes.
Okay.
Give me a quick moment.
No.
Yes. Anyways, now
Yeah.
Anyways, so basically it starts off with Alan talking to his really New Yorker assistant. I forgot his name. I'm very sorry. About his time in Arkham so far, and he is given the lantern to hold on to. Anyways, cut to 4 years earlier where Alan's actually in Arkham, and he wakes up and he sees that his I wouldn't say roommate because they don't really have rooms, but I'm gonna say roommate for the sake of this. Named Billy, and from what I gathered from this issue, I'm assuming that Billy is a trans woman, so I am going to be using she/her pronouns because that's
Okay.
what
So not a
Alan uses.
Superman?
No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be using she/her pronouns for Billy, if anyone was curious. Okay.
Okay.
For any of y'all get confusion. So basically, Alan is like in this group therapy thing. Keep in mind, this was like the 30s to the early 40s, so obviously they're not going to be the most accepting of the gays of the Los Gibbities, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
So, yay, lovely. And we also see little like diary entries that Alan is doing, you know. And after their group therapy, quote unquote therapy session. They all go to lunch. They're all vibing, and Billy gives Alan the Green Lantern, the train lantern. I don't know, but you know what I mean.
Wait. How's Billy have
Don't worry
lantern?
about it.
That's a good
That's a
question.
legit thing to worry about.
Don't worry about it. As a wise man, aka me, once said, don't worry about it.
Go ahead.
Anyways, hold on. Fuck. Okay, so basically Billy does kind of explain why she's giving the lantern to Alan, and all that other stuff. And Alan's like, that sounds a little bit dramatic, But they get into a slight argument, which unfortunately doesn't really end all that well because Billy is taken away to somewhere. I have an idea, but we'll circle back around to that later. So we cut back by the workers of Arkham. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, we're going back to 41. We're going back to Arkham. So, Alan's assistant is like, "Yo, what happened next? You can't just leave me on a goddamn cliffhanger, Sorry." So, basically, Alan is trying to sleep, and the lantern, is saying, "We bring life," because in a green text bubble. And Alan's like, "Billy, let me fucking sleep." And he's like, "Oh, damn, she ain't here." And, he's starting to get worried, as you do. And then we see, Billy getting taken out, being brought into the room that Alan was in with some bandages, and it looks like a bruised eye. So potentially a lobotomy just happened, allegedly.
Okay.
Do not worry about it. We'll circle back around to it in a hot minute. So, yeah. And so Alan was like, "Yo, what did you guys do to her, And the nurses who are aiding in the bullshittery was like, "Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. They're going to be brought back to his family and blah, 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 blah." And, like, Alan's like, "Family? They're the ones that put Billy away in here." And Billy's like, "I don't have a ticket." And Alan's like kind of going along with it, being like, "You can have my ticket, it's fine, And she's like, "Oh, thank you," and all this other stuff. Yeah, no, I we can assume that some conversion therapy of the lobotomy kind happened.
Yeah.
Not fun. Not fun at all. God.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so basically, Alan like leaves the room. It's not really a bedroom, but you know what I mean. It's basically like a whole bunch of hospital beds lined up with like some curtains here and there. That's basically what it is. But I'm using the term room to talk about just Alan and Billy's like section, I guess you could say, if you guys catch my drift. But anyways, so Alan runs off to a hallway to just like write and also just obviously be upset, you know, because duh, I would be too. And so I'm assuming like the main doctor, he kind of looks like an asshole, don't worry, was like, dang, like this doctor guy takes Alan's notebook and was like, dang, you're disgusting, we gotta lobotomize your ass, you know. And I'm like, no, don't lobotomize his ass, man, you already did that to multiple people. Also, it's hot in here. Why is it hot in here? Anyways, so basically they're trying to like conversion therapy his ass, and that's not gonna work. You want to know why? Wow, you
Go
guys
ahead.
are really giving me a lot to work with here.
No, go ahead.
Is it because he's a Sonic hero?
Sure, yes, he's a Sonic hero. Yeah, okay. But don't worry about Alan. He is doing fine, you know, because him and a large amount of people in Arkham were able to escape because the staff are assholes, you know. And so Alan's assistant was like, oh yeah, is that when you got your powers? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? Like, wait, the story's not over yet. Anyways, so him and all the other asylum Arkhamers, I don't know what to say, get on a train. Is this starting to sound a little bit familiar to you guys?
There's a train in Gotham?
It's a yes or no question.
What, a train?
Yeah, a train. Alan Scott and train.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So, you know, Alan's just hanging out with this one guy, you know, low-key kind of flirting, but you can kind of see that Alan's not really all that interested at first. But then, guess what happens? I want you guys to guess what happens.
He's into him now.
The Red Lantern pops up.
No, the train crashes. Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, now hang on. How was I supposed to guess that?
Because I literally said that they were on a train.
No, I mean, okay. It's not well.
It's a superhero comic. He needs to get his powers, and there's a train involved. Okay.
We didn't know he needed to get it.
Right.
Well, his powers are magical, not alien technology, but it's fine. So, anyways, the train crashes and kabooms exploded. Some people died, some people survived. You know, and all the other stuff. And so he falls down on the ground, and the lantern gives him the power. He has the power of Grayskull, aka the Green Lantern.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, that's how we got his powers, because of the train, and people died on that train. But don't worry, he is just fine.
Right.
Because he's Alan Scott, and he's of course fine. And he goes off into the moonlight, and we see an ominous figure who wears red and black.
That's the Red Lantern that they advertise this book to be, right?
The guy from Green Lantern, the animated series that everyone likes.
Is it Jake?
Sure. Yes, Jake Tylenol is going to be making an appearance in the next issue of Alan Scott Green Lantern.
Yes, I don't want to tell you guys. But I did tell you.
Okay, yeah. Let us know next month. Let us know this month. But no, that's where it ends. Yeah. Why they gotta do my girl Billy like that? Like, damn. Like, what she do? She's trying to live, man. Shit.
I'm still trying to wonder how Billy got a lantern.
Well, technically, it was a, like, to most people, it's just like a regular, like, lantern. But to Alan, it's green.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why I keep saying, don't worry.
Griffin, they got it from eBay. Get off his back.
eBay
Look,
didn't
get
exist
off
in
your
this
back,
time.
They got
Yeah,
it
black
for
market,
a
dude.
really good deal.
This is
And
like what, the 30s, isn't it? Like,
still got it. They got it off of ye old eBay. Shut up.
okay.
Anyways, we
Look,
gotta wait till later this month for the next issue.
that's gonna be the
There's only
big
6
fight
issues,
between.
so, you know.
That's gonna be the big fight between Alan and the Red Lantern, right?
Well, all it says here, it says next the spirit and the flesh. So you figure that out.
Gotcha. But alright then. Any final thoughts before we move on?
It's gay,
Oh.
and I like it. Go read
Okay.
One Scott's Green Lantern because I said so. Because I said so.
Gotcha.
Doesn't like Chucky though. Doesn't like Chucky.
No. Let's move on from a gay book and talk about a war book.
They're kind of interesting.
Let me ask something. Are we at war?
Unfortunately, we're in a lot of wars.
We're at war in New York, if that's what you're talking about.
Well,
We have 3 books to talk about that are at war. Like, okay, gang war. We're going to be talking about the Amazing Spider-Man Gang War First Strikes, Luke Cage Gang War tie-in, and Spider-Woman Gang War tie-in. Might as well get Spider-Woman out of the way. It's not really a tie-in to this book. You basically just read this as a Spider-Woman book. You know, she's trying to pick up the remnants of her life after the whole, you know, being erased from history from the last Spider-Verse event. Because apparently, you know, when she got stabbed and wiped away from history, her son ended up losing existence and hasn't come back. Which I kind of find is,
That
that's
doesn't make
interesting.
sense. That doesn't work like that. But nothing Peter did change when he turned.
No, I just kind of find that a little bit interesting because, okay, Spider-Woman is missing her son while Spider-Boy doesn't have a mommy. Okay.
Fucking Christ. No.
Can you stop trying to tie everything together?
I'm just saying, like, if there's anybody in this world who would know that she had a child, it would be Spider-Boy. Like, she'll be like, Spider-Boy will be going to her and saying, "I knew about your son. You trusted me enough to babysit him from time to time. Don't you remember me?"
That's a factual lie. She's not going to trust a 7-year-old or a 10-year-old take care of her child. He barely couldn't care.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, that is her son. That's what.
Hey,
just better than what he suggested.
Yeah.
Hey, just to let you guys know, I had to babysit my nephew when I was like 8. So, there.
Your actual nephew, not some random child who has Spider-Man.
But anyway, so yeah, this is just her picking up the remnants of her life. You have Hydra coming involved in this. Diamondback is introducing like a new diamond drug out in the streets, and it's up to Spider-Woman to stop it. And yeah, Captain Marvel does come up to, you know, check up on Jessica to see how she's doing. She's noticing something doesn't seem right with Jessica at the moment. It's like she has something on her head or something tragic happened, but Jessica doesn't want to say it just yet. Jessica ends up fighting Hydra, and this is in time for Diamondback to reveal his new ally, the Green Mamba. Go for it. They're able to tussle. Diamondback makes his escape, and just because they're licking her wounds, only for Spider-Man to pop up later after the fight and basically saying, "Look, there's a big war about to happen in the streets of New York, and I'm going to need a squadron of my own. Can you help me, Jessica?" And she's like saying, "Of course, Spider-Man. But just so you know, Diamondback is mine." Okay. That's it for the
they killed off Diamond Lil back in 2010. What the hell?
They wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Let's go for it. Just blame it on the Web of Destiny. Say that it brought Diamondback back. Okay.
character's been dead for a long time and they're back, I don't even question it that much. Right?
Gotcha. Austin, do you want to talk about the Spider-Man one or the Luke Cage one now?
You know for a fact I told you I was reading it. I didn't read it.
You didn't even pick up the Luke Cage, man? What?
I told you I was done with this.
No, not even for that. Not even for that awesome cover, man. The one where he's in the streets with that toll booth on his hand, man, getting shot at and that.
I didn't see the cover. First of all, and secondly, all I saw he had a terrible outfit.
Okay, but alrighty then. So let me just bring up the Luke Cage one. It's kind of very weird because in the Amazing Spider-Man one, it's showing that the gang war feels like it's Armageddon going on in New York, right? Like, oh, this shit is serious. Things are getting out of hand. We need all heroes on deck. But then in the other two books, Spider-Woman and Luke Cage, yeah, things seem mellower. It starts up. Luke Cage's book starts off with him in a press conference saying that yes, he's going to be relying on the police department and instituting a milder version of the Thunderbolts program to help keep the streets safe. But of course, you have news reporters saying no, this is getting too out of hand because even the bad guys are getting more high tech, and even Robbie Robertson from the Daily Bugle is the one giving him the most harshest critique on this. Like, hey, Luke Cage, it's great you're mayor and all, but during your reign as mayor, crime is skyrocketing up out of control. How do you plan on solving this? This is getting too much for Luke, and
also, yeah. I want to ask Luke Cage as a representative of the Daily Bugle. What's your thoughts on Latveria v. Palestine?
Oh boy, you just want to give Luke Cage all the hard questions, don't you, Jake?
He has to be ready.
Okay, but anyway, after
you say the our hood, that hood. When are you gonna say the hood of Wakanda? I know
you. Oh wow. Okay, but anyway, after the press conference is over, Luke Cage is like, "Look, I just need some air." So he storms out of the city hall. He goes to Harlem to have lunch with Danny Rand, right? It's nice to see Danny and all, and they're reminiscing to each other. Luke Cage saying, well, in our case, hey, I'm a bulletproof. I still have my powers, bulletproof and all that stuff. And Danny, you have an iron. Oh God. Oh yeah. Sorry about that, Danny. And Danny's like, oh no, it's okay. I still have a black belt. Yeah. I'm okay. I have a black belt. I mean, I may not have the iron fist, but I can still do some moves. Danny Rand,
so
you deserve
better. It's so sad.
You deserve better. You did nothing wrong, Danny Rand. All right.
All you did was be yourself, and in the whole world, like, no, a white man shouldn't have the iron fist, and everyone is like,
yeah, that is. I take no original in Kung Fu. My Sifu's a white man audience, so whatever. Okay. Anyway, so while they're having this lunch, they get a news report from the TV saying that there's a bank robbery happening with like these men in high-tech armor and laser weapons that are, really giving the police hell, right? So Luke Cage pops up. He's like, okay, look, I'm going to help you boys out. I'll help stop the bad guys. And the officers are like, no, Mayor Cage, no. We still have Fisk's law in effect. If we see you actively being a vigilante, we cannot have the mayor openly breaking the law. You cannot help in this.
He's the mayor. Yeah, he can make the law.
Yeah.
No, the thing about this gang wars, Fisk law is still in effect. That outlaws vigilantism in New York.
No, that's a lie.
Wait,
well, never mind. It's only effect when they want it to be. I get you.
Yeah. Well, in Luke Cage's case, like, keep in mind, he's not wearing a mask. He's a public figure, and he's a public
Yeah.
official in office. You know.
Though? He's also the mayor who can undo the law of the last man.
No. He actually even states this in this book. Look, it takes a process to repeal a law. It's not something he could do
He had
offhand.
6 months.
Right.
Fisk had very good lawyers and politicians enforcing this law. Okay.
Not anymore. They don't work for him now.
You know what you
Well,
can do? You can have a city meeting, call all the superheroes and ask them, hey, do you want me to repeal this law? They'll be like, yes.
okay. But anyway, either way, it's relevant in this book, you know. And as far as those bad guys who are robbing the bank, they actually are using high-tech weapons. They're actually using adamantium bullets, and it is actually harming Luke Cage in this, right? Ooh, he survives, but you know, he takes one of those bullets to one of the scientists he knows of. Well, a scientist who was a former criminal, but you know, turned mole for the heroes, right? He was able to deduce that the bullets were actually made by Alistair Smythe. You know, the son of the inventor of the spider bots or the spider
You
killer.
mean the spider slayer himself?
Yes.
It has a video game. I know a thing or two about Alistair Smith.
Okay. Well, yeah. So he's apparently going to be the villain in this book. And this is where Luke Cage has to come to terms with the fact that, look, I cannot be seen publicly being a vigilante, so I'm going to have to don the costume, right? So he goes up to this sweet old lady who apparently has a history of sewing up costumes. So she ended up making one for Luke Cage, and Luke Cage is like, okay, look, but nothing fancy, nothing flashy, all right? I just want to be as under the radar as possible. Like the city's going to hell right now. All this gang violence, this and that. So I need to do my part to stop it with my hands, not just behind the office. I remember one reviewer I was watching said like, yeah, Luke Cage, you kind of resemble a little bit of Shaquille O'Neal's Steel in this with this costume.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, like I mean, for God's sakes, you even have your own hammer in the form of a toll meter. Okay, so he comes in. Luke Cage has a tussle with those same robbers. Turns out they were all robots. Luke Cage ends up running into Cloak and Dagger, and they agree that they're going to need to work together because like crime is getting really out of hand right now in New York. So yeah, that's pretty much how the Luke Cage story ends.
Wait, what's the superhero name?
Huh?
What's the superhero name?
Oh, he doesn't have a superhero name.
What?
Bro, he's gonna be Power Man too.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not going to publicly say he's Power Man. He just wants to be under the radar.
No, he's not Power Man. That's a young boy now. He's Power Man too.
You think whenever he has any town hall meetings where there's like a fight going on outside, he has to disappear from the meeting? They're like, "Where's Bear Cage? Wait, look outside. Who's that? It's Power Man."
No, it's just another black superhero who's bald. Like that can't possibly be Luke Cage. I mean, just because he has impenetrable skin and muscles, like.
Cryptid, I have so many questions for you later.
Cryptid, you know how you don't see them both at the same time? You ever notice that?
Have you seen these two in the same room?
In the same room at the same time? You ever notice?
But anyway, the issue ends with all three of them deciding, we're going to team up in this stuff, So, all right, that's it for the Luke Cage book. If you want to get this for nothing else, get it for the cover because that's a damn good cover. All right. Now to the main event, the Amazing Spider-Man Gang War tie-in. Sorry, I know this is 3 comics in one, but it makes more sense if we just get this gang war thing out of the way. All right.
Spider-Man.
Well, what was that, Austin?
The ordinary Spider-Man run.
Yes, this is the ordinary one. No, it has an issue 1 on it, but it is written by Zeb Wells. Oh, and Cody Ziegler. So the writers of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
If you want to say it like that, all right. So it's the writer of Spider-Man and Miles Morales writing this book. So right off the bat, you start off with all the gangs, all the crime lords of New York City, having a meeting, right? Like saying, "Oh my God, things have just been so great for us out on the streets with Fisk Law intact. We don't have to deal with vigilantes. Oh, and did we also mention the Punisher was canceled? This is the best. Yeah, we didn't have to defeat the Punisher. The public had to defeat the Punisher for us.
I didn't have nothing to do with the Punisher. What happened with him?
Nobody knows. All they know is that he's off the table.
Like, oh
so
yeah, he got downvoted on Twitter. He left.
yeah, they're like he got canceled, and the only people who will be celebrating the demise of Punisher are the criminals of New York. Go figure, right?
Also, the people on Twitter. Don't forget.
You happy, Twitter? You happy? Okay.
You don't even use Twitter. You don't know what's happening on comic Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care about.
People are happening, and I'm one of those people.
But anyway, you have Hammerhead, you have Black Mariah, you have Owl and that stuff all in this meeting, and that's when I forgot her name. Blue Beetle, no, the Beetle, Tombstone's daughter. Yeah, she pops up like
Beetle.
Yeah, Beetle. Yeah, but I keep forgetting her real name.
It's like Janice or something.
Janice or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, she comes in. She's sporting a really nice purple suit and that stuff. She's basically saying that, okay, yeah, my dad's out of commission, but I'm going to be taking charge of his domain right now. And Hammerhead's like, lady, that is not how this works. All right, just because your daddy gets shot at doesn't mean you get to be the new Tombstone. You wanna roll the big boys? Okay, first you have to go through an initiation. You see this guy right here? This Randy Robertson, the guy you were supposed to marry? Yeah, he is a big advocate for getting rid of the Fisk Law. So we want you to kill your fiancée. Oh.
Yay!
Yay.
So what does
Okay.
Spider-Man have to say about this? Huh?
Okay, speaking of that, we turn to Peter Parker as he's dealing with a villainous speedster by the name of Slide. The one that Doc Ock defeated during his time as Superior Spider-Man?
Why can't he just like Speed Demon like a regular person?
Hey, Speed Demon is busy. He can't be the joke speedster of every comic, alright?
He's not busy. He's just hanging out with Boomerang drinking beers.
What more? Why would he want to leave that life then? Okay, but anyway, all this is going down. Peter has trouble dealing with him. That's when Miles comes in with his Venom Blast sword.
Yeah, overpowered.
No. Yeah. We need Spider-Boy to take this Miles down a notch in his power scaling. Come on. Miles needs his own kryptonite with a Venom Blast, alright? Okay.
You mean the Venom sword now? Or whatever he calls it?
Yeah, the Venom sword or whatever. Anyway, he uses that to take down Slide. That's what happened. So anyway, after webbing Slide up, I gotta say, Miles, he came off as a real jerk in this book.
Well,
he's like giving Peter crap, like saying, "Hey, where were you, Peter? Like I've been dealing with shit here in New York, but you haven't been keeping up with me. You're slacking, old man." Like,
well,
Miles.
yeah, no, honestly,
Even though it was you, nigga, you don't even call me. We don't have a relationship, despite Marvel keep trying to lie. They all do.
Wasn't Miles tortured, and then instead of going to Peter, he went to fucking Iron Man to talk about his problems, and then Iron Man.
No. He was tortured, and then he was crying, and then Iron Man walked up on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget that. Hey, Miles, Peters hasn't been going through sunshine and daisies in the past couple of months, right? He lost Mary Jane. He lost
shoulders and like take Miles up and stare him in the face. I'm like, I'm getting cooked.
Yes. I lost my wife to Paul. I lost Black Cat. I'm getting attacked at by a literal sun. I have a spider boy I'm taking care of right now. I have my hands full, dude. Like,
Your hands full, or do you just
yeah.
a black Spider-Man?
Yeah, and then Miles gives this whole speech. Hey, you have great power, Peter, but you aren't using it responsibly. And Peter's like, Miles, I think you're right. Oh, fuck. Oh, screw that, man. Peter, you have nothing to be ashamed of, man. You did your best. I for God's sakes, it wasn't that long ago where you tried amping up your spider sense to help more people. You know?
A mature conversation would be like, Peter says all that, and then Miles is like, you know what? Looks like you made it a hand. And then they shake hands, and then they go be Spider-Man. That'll be a mature conversation.
Gotcha. But anyway, after that conversation, you cut back to I forgot his name, Robbie or Robert, the son of Robertson, the one who was supposed to marry Beetle.
Yeah.
All right, he gets attacked by the Beetle. Actually, she's like saying, "I told you not to get involved in this. I told you to lay low. I told you what will happen. Now I'm supposed to kill you. Is this what you think I am? You think I wanted to do this to you, to the man that I love?"
Yes.
That she's strangling him.
Because you're doing
That she's strangling him, pushing him up against the wall.
Safe word.
Safe word, yeah. And it looks like she's about to deliver the kill punch. Up until, of course, she's not going to do it. She just takes off her mask and she's being seen crying. And he's like, oh, Janice, look, let's just leave. And she's telling him, let's just leave. Let's just, the two of us, let's just leave out of New York.
You'll get to say that after you choke me out.
Oh, let's just forget all this. Let's forget the bugle. Let's forget this gang stuff. Just me and you. We could get married in a small time chapel and this and that. But then, of course, Tombstone. No, not Tombstone. Hammerhead is like, yeah, I knew she was going to get cold feet. So he had assassins following Beetle. And they pop up, and oh my god, they shoot out a barrage of bullets at those two. And I'm talking about mini Uzis, semi-automatic guns too at these two.
No, if they were smart, they wouldn't even do that. It was like they overheard the conversation clearly. They could be like, okay, well here's the deal: you never come back to the city again, and we'll let you live. Because
yeah, but we kill people. That's our job.
It's like all they want is like for Robbie's son to not argue for this bill. So like, yeah, just leave our city, and then also I'm in charge.
Wait, Jake. So you don't want assassins to have jobs?
Yes. I'm just saying, I would have been more.
Look, do you want to be the one to lie to your boss, who's literally named Hammerhead?
I would have told Hammerhead I made a deal, and also we have blackmail over what's her face's daughter, and we can use her at any time. Okay.
Gotcha. But anyway, after that, you cut back to Luke Cage, right? Like he's sulking in the mayor's office after a phone call, and then you have Spider-Man popping up, like saying, "What's up?" Like I want to help with this rise in crime, and then Luke Cage is like, "You haven't heard the news, did you, Spider-Man?" And then that's when you pop up in the hospital, right? You have Mr. Robertson. He's in the hospital in front of a patient, only for the doctors to come up and deliver him the bad news. Yeah, apparently Randy's the one who got shot at with all those bullets. And, he's coming up with Beetle. Like, he's in like the medical stretcher. Everybody's crying. His father's like, "What happened to my son?" And then, Beetle trying to explain it, like, "I didn't want this to happen. He just jumped in to protect me." And then Robertson's like, "Help! Get the hell out of here! You did this to my boy! All this happened because of you! You and your life of crime, this and that. Get the hell away from my son!" Like, oh.
Can we talk about how lucky she is? This wasn't like 3 issues ago when Peter was losing his shit.
Oh yeah, that would have been something, you know. But speaking of that, let's cut back to Hammerhead. You know, throughout this whole issue, he's had a gal by his side, right? A prostitute or whatever, who's been tagging along with her, and you know, it's just those two alone in their apartment. She's like saying, "Oh wow, look at this mask you have. This is really all that's left of Madame Mask." Because remember, in the big wedding between Randy and Beetle, you know, when the assassin came shooting at everybody, it appeared that Madame Mask was killed, right? Yeah, it turns out that Madame Mask actually hired a gal to act and look like Madame Mask, right? So she was the one that got killed, while the real Madame Mask was pretending to be a prostitute for Hammerhead, all the way up till for him to lose his guard, and then she pops out an adamantium mace that apparently has been imbued with magic or whatever, and she just goes all Negan style on Hammerhead, and yeah, Hammerhead's dead.
Wait. Was I good though? Was I good when we did it? All right, I just need.
Oh, he's like saying, "Oh, I'm surprisingly turned on by this."
Cryptid, you're turned on by what?
No, I mean Hammerhead. I'm not talking about me.
Hammerhead turns you on?
What? No, like he's getting beaten by this prostitute, man. Like, for all he knew, it was just an average prostitute. All right. Hey. But anyway, after she finishes bludgeoning Hammerhead, like, dude, she's covered in blood. She looks like a psycho in this. That's when Beetle pops up saying, "What the hell did you do?" And Madame Mask is like saying, "Yeah, the very thing you wanted to do. Be honest with yourself." But anyway, now that Hammerhead's gone, guess who's in charge now? And that's when you see glimpses of, like, you know, all the gang leaders. You have Mr. Negative and his crew. You have Shang-Chi and his crew. You have it looks like Zemo's going to be part of this too, but Zemo looks like he's styling it up a bit. He has a white suit. He has a rose on his suit as well. I'm like, geez, what happened to you, Zemo? Like, okay, you want to go back to that? Yeah. Oh, we lost it. Okay, well, I assume he was about to say that's somebody else. It looked like Zemo, at least from the picture. Oh, that's also one thing I wanted to bring up. Like, during that whole gang crime lord meeting, you actually had Shang-Chi in that meeting, too. And one of the bad guys like, wait, what's he doing here? I thought he was one of the heroes. Shang-Chi's like, nah, it's okay. I inherited the deadly hands of Kung Fu, so I'm part of the bad guys now.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, this is the issue. The issue does end with Peter visiting Robbie as he's right next to his son's side. Hold a second, let me bring Austin back.
Cryptid,
okay, Austin.
Swine. That's Rose, Kingpin's son.
Oh, Rose, Kingpin's son. Okay, it looked like he was wearing a purple mask. All right.
Just because the person wears a purple mask doesn't make them helmet Zemo or Bear Zemo.
Okay, my little hiccup. All right, but anyway, so the issue does end with Peter visiting Robbie as he's right next to his son, who you don't know what's going to happen to Randy, if he's going to live or die. But, like, you know, Robbie is crying in front of Peter, like saying, "Look, I didn't like the fact that my son had gotten put in harm's way, but he went down wanting to believe in heroes, to believe in that they are the solution to New York, and despite how much." No, go ahead.
Unfortunately, that show was terrible.
But anyway, I know anywhere that that I know better than anybody that there are some stories that are worth dying for, but this this was too much of a price, but it's still what he would have wanted. He wouldn't want us sulking and grieving. He would want heroes to do what they do best, save lives. So go out there, Spider-Man.
Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me this? You saw me try to murder my girlfriend like last week.
He's trusting in his son's allegiance to heroes. So anyway, that's when you have Peter, Spider-Man talking to Luke, saying like, yeah, they're going to need a team of their own, right? And that's how the issue ends. Yeah, sorry that was a bit of a long one, but blame Marvel for releasing 3 Gang War books in 1 week. Okay?
Krypton, you didn't have to talk about it. You know that, right?
Yes, for this event, yes.
Yeah, I want to save.
We have rough.
I want to say Wolverine for next week. I'll do Wolverine issue 3 and 4 together.
Okay.
Hey, more Canada! Yay!
Okay. Which, go ahead. You're the next topic, so.
Ooh, you guys ready for more spookiness?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You guys excited?
I'm scared.
No.
Yay, Marvel Zombies Black, White, and Blood issue dose. We have a lovely cover with Daredevil and Elektra's arm coming out of her grave. It's
okay.
Lovely. So, we start off with a Fan 4 stick story. Yeah, the Fan 4 stick.
Did Reed turn into a zombie?
I'm not saying shit. You gotta be patient.
Okay.
Anyways, they go to the Spire. It's called the Spire.
Okay.
So Reed is like, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna try to find either a cure or make a vaccine or something to help with this zombie outbreak. So in conclusion, he sends all of his friends, all of his family away. Keep them safe. You know? Because why? Because why not? Because it's Reed.
Okay.
What's good? Anyways, he goes into the Spire. He meets up with our main man, Herbie. Best character, Herbie. I don't care what anyone says. Ash, the best Fantastic Four character is not Johnny Storm. It is Herbie. So everyone shut up and agree with me. Anyways, so these two start off. They have about like a week or two to actually either make a vaccine or make a cure or just become zombie. So pick your poison. I don't know.
Okay.
So, no, they only have a week. I'm sorry. Correction. He has a week. So he's basically working day in, day out, basically chit-chatting it up with Iron Man. So, you know, and it looks like he's starting to slowly lose his shit more than usual, which is lovely. So, he's working on stuff, and Herbie comes in being like, hey, your children want to call and wish you good night. You know, and Reed, being Reed, he's like, I'll call him back later. And Herbie's like, damn, okay. Shit. Damn. You know?
So you're saying Herbie deserves better than Reed, is what you're telling me.
Yes, and also it is, I am led to believe that the Fantastic Four were all killed by a zombie Super Skrull.
Okay, let's go for it.
Died, I win. I did it. I told you. I'm doing it.
Everybody besides Reed.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We got more. Okay, so Reed is obviously hurt by this, and with 1 day left, he talks to Herbie, and he's like, "I'm not hungry, dude. I'm all good. You'll clean up the Spire, right?" And Herbie's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." And so we see. Guess what we see, guys? Guess what we see?
Oh.
You guys
Speed. Speed.
No, it's zombie Reed Richards.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
In the Spire, just laying on the ground, being depresso espresso. Because
okay. So Jake's dream of Reed for the future. That's what you're telling me.
Allegedly, yes.
Okay.
Anyways, we're going on to our second story. And this time it's about Beta Ray Bill in space.
Okay.
You guys are no fun.
Anyway, hey, I'm saying okay. I'm cheering you on. Come on.
Like sometimes
Okay. I'll do a woo next time, Wedge. All right.
Okay.
Reed's
Thank you.
death. Okay, what do you want from me?
Yeah. If anybody should give a big reaction, it should be Jake. You're slacking, dude. Come on.
Anyways, we start on a ship, right, with Beta Ray Bill, and he's talking about how the Asgardians were overrun by the zombies, which that's not fun,
Yep.
you know. And like Bill is like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna let Asgard fall, you know, that would be wrong. So basically, he finds a whole bunch of Asgardians plus Sif who allegedly. But don't worry, some of the Avengers and one X-Man is here. Do you want to guess what happened to them?
What happened?
They're turning into zombies.
Woo!
Yay! Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. That's all
Damn.
I asked.
There you go.
So Beta Ray Bill has to basically fight Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, Thor, Spider-Woman, and also Sam Wilson as Captain America.
Okay. Captain America, all right.
So basically, Sif tries to get the upper hand, you know, by biting him. But remember, he can't be affected by zombie bites because of his alien race. So it's basically a Luke Cage, but Luke Cage was turned into a zombie, so that was bullshit anyways.
He was a zombie in the original run of Marvel Zombies.
Which makes no sense, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, sorry. So basically, Bill is like, forgive me, Sif, and just yeets her across the ground. So Sam is like, you can't hold out forever, Bill. You know, and some of the survivors was like, yo, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And so basically, Bill is like, he calls over Mjolnir and also takes Thor's axe, you know, because we love that. Hold on. Okay. So basically, Bill and some of the survivors escape onto Bill's ship, you know, and Bill's basically fighting for his life at this point with the survivors, you know, because zombies are never fun.
Yep.
We don't like zombies. So basically, about a century later, in deep space, this little kid is like, hey, are you alright? Like, you haven't come to dinner and you've been kind of worrying me. Are you okay? And Bill's like, I just miss my friends, man. Like, they passed away a long time ago. And the kid, being a hopeful little kid, is like, but you can make new friends, right? And he's like, I suppose I can. And he says thank you to the little kid, you know, and it's all fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Anyways, many decades later. So, Bill is either in his chambers or wherever he is. I thought it was the bathroom at first, but it was not the bathroom. That would have been funny though.
It does like a bathroom.
Imagine he's just on the toilet, just thinking about all of his dead friends who got turned into zombies. Anyway, so this one person comes in, which I'm assuming is that kid from earlier. Was like, yo, we heard a distress signal from another planet, and it can mean more survivors. And then Bill's like, let's go, team. Let's fucking go. Let's kill the zombies. And that's where Beta Ray Bill's story is. But we have one more story. I didn't realize the kid. Yeah, the kid.
My bad, Witch. I didn't realize the kid looked like a Nebulous. He kind of like Nebulous race a little bit. With his stripes going down his face.
We are not sure because guess what? Most of this book is in black, white, and red. Besides in this next story, because guess what? We get a little bit of orange this time.
Okay.
Yay!
They're cheating.
Anyways,
they're cheating.
They're cheating. Like, what the fuck, Magma? Why do you gotta like be orange? Shit. Anyway, so we see Domino, who it was not that lucky, I guess you could say, because she got turned into a zombie, and her head and several other mutants zombies' heads are on a shelf, and they're like, hunger, I must feed us, you know. And like some of them are like, no, like some of the alive people are like, no, dumbass. So what's the siren? Yeah, Siren was like, oh yeah, I guess she wasn't all that lucky. And Warpath, being best boy, was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't say that. And obviously, the others are not that happy. And if you're wondering who else was in Warpath's little group, it is Siren, Feral, Cannonball, Spiral, of all people. That's fucking hilarious, but
Spiral's the four-armed chick, like the multi-armed lady.
Yeah, from Mojo World. And
Okay.
also Boom Boom. You can never forget about my girl Boom Boom like that. So Warpath tells Siren that it's all going to be okay, but they have to go to see Cable, which will be so much fun. Like, everyone's basically in with this plan or whatever. So they go find Cable in the ruined city. He's just munching and munching on some people. So we see Warpath and co. Mostly just Warpath coming in. He was like, yo, we're here to help you, Cable. Like, what's good? I'm here. Let's fucking go. And so Boom Boom sends out a major blast, you know, because hence her name. And so Warpath and Cable start fighting it down, you know, they're having fun. And then Cannonball comes in and basically holds off Cable for a little bit so that Siren can also help out as well. And then Feral can also pull the fuck up. But Feral doesn't end all that well. Well, she's kind of fine unless missing an arm doesn't count, I guess. She's missing an arm. So basically, Spiral, she opens up a portal and sends out Magma's head to basically light the whole, like, city on fire. And, Warpath is like, Magma, we had a deal. Unleash everything you got. If you survive this, I'll feed you. And Magma's like, I don't like being used as a head grenade, James. Because this is James Proudstar, not John Proudstar. There is a difference.
Okay.
So, Warpath and Cable are fighting it out. You know, they get some good hits on each other. Warpath cuts off Cable's head. It's great. But it doesn't last long for our main man, Warpath, over here, because he starts turning into a zombie. Which, why you gotta do my boy dirty like this? Anyways, so basically, Feral, Siren, and Cannonball have to leave for their own safety. And Cannonball's like, Spiral, get everyone out of here. We gotta leave. We gotta leave Warpath. I'm sorry. And so, Cannonball, aka Sam Guthrie, is like, I'll come back for you, James. I promise. And that's where it ends. And then we get the cover for the next issue, which you guys can probably guess is a Peach Momoko cover.
Oh.
No.
But no, I really like this issue too. I think I like it more than the first issue, but honestly, I just love a good Marvel Zombies story, and I like how this is an anthology type, like an episodic type of thing, and not just like one mainline story. I feel like we can cover a lot more ground that way. So, who knows what's gonna happen next?
I know what's happening next. Our outro.
Oh, fun! Hello, I'm back again to talk about outro stuff, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, well, first of all, subscribe to the fucking YouTube channel, or else I will send a zombie after you.
Ooh.
Like, yeah, I'll send Magma's head after you. I don't know yet. I haven't decided whose head I'm gonna send out. But feel free to like or dislike. I don't really care. But make sure you interact as much as humanly possible. I don't really care. Anyways, also follow the Twitter at Comic Phanatic 69. We do post things on there sometimes, mostly updates. If you want to see thumbnails and such, you will, and also updates on another platform. Go to the Instagram at Comic Phanatic 2.0. Yes, I run both of these accounts because no one else is wanting to, so that's great. Anyways, so if you want to just follow me, moi, where I don't really talk about zombies that much, but I can if you want me to. You can follow me at Witch of Jotun on with an E instead of a U on Twitter. And on Instagram and TikTok, you can follow me at witch_of_Jotunheim. I do tend to post a lot more on TikTok, especially shit that's on my mind. Yeah, if you want to find Austin, you know where to look. I think the last time I saw he was in Spain for some reason. I don't know why he's in Spain, but don't worry about it. If you want to find Cryptid, he's still in the bunny burrows somewhere in the continental United States or in Alaska. I don't remember off the top of my head, but still in the United States of America.
Even you're saying America the way I do. Even you're saying it the way I say America, which.
Shut up, Cryptid. Anyways, if you want to find Jake, he's in the void. I don't know. He's probably talking with Ben Tennyson or something. I don't fucking know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's weird like that.
Anyways,
he's planning how to cancel Reed.
Just a quick update for all of you guys. We are not going to be recording an episode on Christmas because that does happen to land on a Monday. So, just letting you guys know now, we will not have an episode on Christmas.
But we will have a Christmas-themed episode.
Yes.
Yay.
And also, hopefully, we will be able to have our Alpha Flight Extravaganza later this month. And also, sometime in the beginning portions of this month, we'll have Austin do his thing with the Venomverse. Or Carnage. I don't know
I'm pretty sure I heard Austin have a stroke. So
I forgot about that. So we'll see how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, I will be having my Alpha Flight Extravaganza later this month.
Celebrate for which.
Yay! Everyone say fuck you, Walter. Fuck you, Walter.
Fuck you, Jake.
What? Oh, I didn't even hear what was said.
Say fuck you, Walter.
She hates your boy Walter White, Jake.
No, I'm talking about Walter Langowski. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the great Walter D. White.
Bye.
Okay, bye.